Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Manchester City podcast. Mandem United podcast meets the Mandem City podcast, where we talk all things Manchester United and all things Manchester City. Manchester City, of course, played today, dropped a 2-goal lead away at Brentford, drawing 2-apiece there. Pep, very animated conversation with Ortega at the end. Ortega at fault, definitely played at fault for Brentford's equalizer, and they've been making making additions to their squad as well. So we'll be discussing that on the red side of Manchester. Of course, Manchester United fresh off of knocking Arsenal out of the FA Cup on their own patch, but more news in regards to outgoings. Garnacho heavily linked to Napoli. It seems Rashford could be on his way out as well. And of course, Manchester United face Southampton on Thursday. Before I continue, before I bring on, the gaslighter extraordinaire, Rashad Tate from Power, the politician, Via Games TV, make sure you hit the like button on the video. Now, if you're watching this live right now, or watching this back after the live, hit the like button on the video, share across all the socials as well. And on top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV, and hit the notification bell as well. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce the man himself. Vaya is in the building. Yes, Vaya, what are you telling me?
Yo, I'm telling you what I'm going to be telling you. I'm going to be telling you everything about Manchester City today. We just had a game.
That's good.
We talked recently, just over the weekend. Lots transpired, but you know what? It's the same old, man. It's 2025. It's the same old. We just about try to handle business one game at a time. All of you tuned in, hit that like button, subscribe, be a part of the show in the comments. If you're watching on the replay, you can still be in the comments. Absolutely. Let Flawless know what he's saying is reckless and out of order. Tell him how Vader's on point. Remind him in the comments, and then if you happen to be listening on all of those listening platforms and devices, right? Take some time. Go over to YouTube. Flawless got this new setup. I know he keeps saying he's visiting fam. I think man's making moves. All right? Man's making moves. He's got a whole different setup. The cameras never look cleaner. The camera has never looked clean. How does a camera on the move look better than when he's in studio? I don't know.
Because normally I'm in darkness, whereas because I'm in light, it's the same camera as always been. It's just that it's in light. So that I'm visiting family. So I'm back to normal settings from tomorrow. I'll be back to normal settings.
Back in darkness tomorrow.
I'm back in darkness tomorrow. Yes. Yes. Okay. This is why we call you a gaslighter. That's what it is. The same
call me a gaslighter. What are you talking about? This guy's
I call you a gaslighter, yo.
No, I'm just saying.
That's why it's a different setup. But go on.
I've never seen the camera so clean. So those of you on the listening platforms, come over to YouTube, see what I'm talking about. The microphone's crisp, it's clean, and you know what? We'll have the convo. I know people are going to be taking their time getting into the comments, see what it is, but people want me to be annoyed. People want me to overreact. People want me to be frustrated and like losing my mind.
Of course they do.
But I keep telling these people, you're not going to get that from me this year. It's different. You're not gonna get that from me. How am I gonna be on these? How am I gonna have a conversation with Flawless and talk to y'all like a spoiled brat? Talk to y'all like it's a God-given right, like a birthright for me to win every game. I'm not gonna be that guy. Yes, I know I've had tremendous success. The treble, the 4P. I know it looks like hey, like Flawless's name. It looks like there's nothing I could do wrong. It looks like my club was moving flawlessly. But this is sport. This is sport. We know that there's another team on the other side of the pitch. Okay. So in this game, we're gonna talk about this game. In this game versus Brentford, I give them tremendous respect. I'm not gonna move like some of these fans, Flawless. I'm not gonna move like City should be winning. City is expected to win. Like I'm supposed to go on a 15, 14, whatever number game win streak. No, it's not given like that. It's not given like that. This game, I'm not gonna lie, I was frustrated, but am I gonna be on this platform crying? Am I gonna be on this platform like it's Carnival whining? No. No, I'm going to break down the game. I'm going to look at what happened. I'm going to look at what players need to step up. I'm going to look at what players actually played well. I'm actually going to give credit to Brentford as well. Those guys are dangerous.
Brentford are a good side. They got two and Bremo and Vita. They got two very dangerous players. Yep.
And it's not by accident they're one of the top goal scorers. It's not by accident that they're in tremendous form. It's not by accident that Wisa's actually set the club prem record in terms of number of goals. Like, these guys are on fire. So when I have all this happen against my club, I'm gonna be like, wasn't the day. And another reason why I'm calm is because when it wasn't the day in terms of getting the outright win, I saw so many things promising. I saw a Nunez that's lacking confidence, obviously, because KDB released a pass that gave him two touches where he should have looked the keeper in the eyes and picked where he was going to shoot. Man's lacking some confidence.
Absolutely.
Bumbled with it. Should have been a goal. He owes KDB an assist. That's how nice it was. I got Savinho, who in past games, you know what? Him gaining in confidence, maybe a little too much confidence because he was looking for a shot a little too much, in my opinion. But again, we're getting into dangerous opportunities, dangerous situations, threatening situations. I'm calm with all of that. I think we were really wasteful. In attack. Now, when I say it's the same old, it's 2025. It's the same old. Midfield ain't changing, man. Defensively, the midfield ain't changing. Also, Pep, listen, I know you got a lot going on in your life. I also now understand more why you haven't been responding to my DMs and me reaching out. But I'm telling you, Pep, we don't need to commit as many players forward to get these goal scoring opportunities.
Okay.
We don't need to do that, because when we commit so much forward, they don't have the legs. They don't have the endurance to run back. The legs aren't there. Bernardo Silva, yes, he can clock a lot of mileage, a lot of kilometers, but the pace of him doing it ain't there. Kova, I don't need you. I just need you a few steps in front of the defense. I don't want you past anybody, because you ain't running back. Not because you're not capable of, you don't have the pace too.
Yeah.
Pep, listen to me, man. Listen, what's at me? We don't have to deal with any long distance. Let's talk this out. You want a Zoom call? You want to do some team talk? We could do it. We could do all of that. You want to do Google? You want to talk over Google? We could do all of that. You don't need to commit so many players forward. And that's what caught us out. And, man, he made subs with regards to bringing on Gundo. We know Gundo don't have the legs. And Gundo came on to do like a 20-minute cameo. Gundo coming on, we lost all kind of control in that midfield. We lost all kind of even. And when I say control, Flawless, sometimes you just need an MC. You just need an MC that's going to be barking out orders, telling people where they need to be, telling them what they need to do, telling them what the transition is, what we're moving on to. That's what Kova has to be now without Rodri. And Gundo just he doesn't have it. The defense don't seem to be organized. The midfielders don't even know where they need to be tracking back. Brentford caught us after that sub of Kova. Kova's off the pitch. We actually surrendered those 2 goals. And we were fortunate, because we could have surrendered a goal and it would have been 1-1, but we prevented a goal. What happens? Transition forward, brilliant. Hey, Savinho attacking, Foden right place, right time. 2. We're up 2, and then I was like, you know what? We're up 2. Let's. Can I get some control? Can you take the air out of the ball? Can you just frustrate the heck out of
You don't
these
want to take the
guys?
air out of the ball, man. Your guy Arteta has an issue with that, man. That's why he's losing in cup competitions. But that's a whole different conversation. We're gonna get to.
Oh, we gonna kill.
Oh yeah, man. We gonna get to your
we gonna
get to your boy
TJ and
Arteta,
Tony.
man.
Yeah.
Now we gonna get to your boy Arteta. I don't know. Oh, what, you trying to jump ship? Huh?
What do you mean jump ship?
Are you trying to jump ship? That's your boy. You always backing him.
I'm a City fan. What do you mean, my boy?
He's just your boy. So Arteta's not your
I mean,
boy now.
listen. Arteta had humble beginnings over here at Manchester City. You know what I mean? Because hey, listen, because of Arteta, Mikel Arteta, and his excellent. Hey, shout out to everybody with their connects. Because of Arteta and his LinkedIn network, it showed experience over at Manchester City. It showed the LinkedIn with him and Pep.
Yeah.
He got that opportunity over at Arsenal.
You did. Hey, you know what? Props to you. That's the best thing that you lot have done in a long time, man. Is getting out of the Arsenal job. Phenomenal. Well done, man. Well done.
See, why do you always go too far with this?
Why do I go too far? I'm just in agreement with what you said. You just said because of his LinkedIn and City being on there is why he got the Arsenal job.
Yeah.
So I'm saying salute to you lot for that. It's the
No,
best
you're
thing you've done
saluting
in
me for the
years.
wrong things. You should actually be saluting me for winning my 3-peat and my 4-peat, because had I not, this man's a Prem winner.
Yeah, he would. If you should have, could have, didn't. You know what I'm saying? And that. Yeah, here he is. Here we go again. You and the ifs and buts. You know what I'm
Ifs
saying?
and buts. Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Arteta,
If ifs were spliffs, we'd all be high. You know what I'm saying? You and these ifs and buts, and if he did this and he did that, well, he
depends on the
didn't.
quality. Depends on the
Yeah,
quality. Now,
yeah,
I'm gonna
just
point
depends.
out with what's happening over at Manchester City. It's calm. I hope my fan base is calm right now.
Well, let's get to it. What's your thoughts on Pep and Ortega? And Pep, that I call it heated discussion.
Yeah, heated discussion, because as Ortega's getting an opportunity right now.
Absolutely.
Ortega's been presented with an opportunity. Show us why you obviously, Ortega, believe that you're a number one keeper, or you think you're a number one keeper for Manchester City. And he's not showing him again. Those of you that follow me, those of you that have kind of heard me talk about this before, you're gonna know, oh, here goes Vader. He's so slanted with regards to his love for Ederson. I know the difference maker Ederson is. I know how unique he is.
Yeah, Warrior J, I didn't watch the City game in full. I had it on. I was more watching Forest Liverpool. That was the game I was tuned in on. Was Forest Liverpool.
Quality. But listen, my appreciation for Ederson is up there. It's up there. The same way Liverpool fans have a way of recognizing the brilliance in Trent. That's how I recognize the brilliance in Ederson, right?
Yeah.
So we're even with regards to that. Now, Ortega's got an opportunity to kind of show why he should be number one at Manchester City.
Absolutely.
But he's not. He's not showing a distinct difference. He's not showing that it's like night and day between him and Ederson. Because when honestly, I like my complete footballers, no matter what the position is. No matter what the position is, I want you to be able to play ball. Now, there is a level, there's a cold level to Ederson. Like man is an assassin. Ball to foot, nothing stresses.
You carry on. Hey, no spamming in the chat, or you will be blocked, people. Don't spam in the chat, I beg. We can see.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on. Carry on.
What y'all spamming for? Be a part of the conversation in a respectful way.
It's a fake account. I didn't even realize. It's all good. Carry on, fam. Carry on. I'm listening.
Now, Ederson is deadly. Ball to foot, under pressure. He's like, no, okay. My head's still, I'm still monitoring. I'm still seeing who's open. And again, I give Ortega credit because I think he's getting more into that role. But there's such a difference, man. Like just the quality of pass, just even the way he makes himself available for a defender to give him the ball as well. It's night and day. And I think Pep obviously was frustrated because
he was at fault for the goal.
He was at fault for that. He was at fault for the goal. And at the same time, I think for several weeks now, it's been about, when am I getting my shot? I'm a better shot stopper. I'm da-da-da. I'm this. I'm that. And now when you're actually put under fire, you got to show that. So I think Pep's right to, again, Pep challenges these players, rightfully so. And that's actually what I want. I want my manager, and I get why some don't want it. Some don't want that type of intensity. Some don't want that level of accountability. I remember, listen, as my subs get up, we'll talk more about what Vader did in early in life. But I remember a coach going to me and he being like, "Oh, you want to be this?" I'm like, "Yeah." He asked me, "Well, what do you think it takes to be that?" Not just say it, but so if Ortega wants to be that guy, wants to be that keeper, well, that means you're doing everything you claim you want to do. You need to be a shot stopper in the latest part of the game. He was at fault. I think it cost us. And also,
oh yeah, he was definitely at fault, 100%.
and even before that,
No.
this is where a thing where we obviously we look at the game and some things we catch early, some things we catch on the replay. But I don't like how some of the kicks he was releasing were just like getting it out of there. Yeah, I know everyone feels a little tense. Oh, why are you still playing out from the back? Why you? Yeah, but yeah, because someone's going to overcommit, someone's going to be out of position, and then we'll have a chance. Maybe a KDB, maybe a Savino, maybe a Holland's going to be able to get into some space. And Holland today, oh my goodness,
Talk about it.
If it were Ederson, some of those balls over top, it's 1-on-1. Holland is bullying these defenders, and it's 1-on-1. That's I want more of these opportunities. But this game,
back to the Pep thing. Are you cool with Pep doing that to
yes,
Ortega publicly? You
Pep
cool with that from a public standpoint? I'm asking. I'm just asking.
Yeah. No, Paulus. Pep can challenge anybody publicly.
Yeah. I'm
in
just
the
asking,
locker room
because people have different viewpoints.
Yeah, because they're punking out.
No, I'm just asking your
no
viewpoint.
People that are being like, oh, he shouldn't do that. Or listen, these are grown men. This is professional sport.
Yeah, I personally don't have any issue with it. I'm just asking your thoughts.
No, I'm not saying with regards to you. I'm saying anyone that's kind of questioning it. Let me put the distinction here. If you're questioning it, understand that these are grown men. This is sport. This is competition. And even out of sport, if you're talking in a work life, sometimes whether you've been a manager or you've been reporting into a manager, sometimes you gotta get a talking to. Sometimes you got to break things down and be like, listen, you got to step up. I know the quality of person you are and quality of work that you do. Step up. I got to call 1 second.
Yeah, no stress. Do your thing before we continue to, before Veta comes back and we continue, run up the likes on the video, whether you're watching this live right now, watching this back. Hit the subscribe button on the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you subscribe to Veta's channel, Veta Games TV.
I'll just do 1 second.
We'll have the link in the title. No stress, man. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. No stress. Veta will be back shortly. Get any questions in? I've started with City questions. Any City questions? Get in. Start those questions. Any Manchester United questions you got for me? Feel free to ask. We have been blocking the mods in the chat. Don't worry, man. Mods always get blocked. The mods always get blocked. People, bots and people spamming will always get blocked by the mod, so don't worry about it. And big up to Ed, says Pep finally returning Veta's call. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. It's like we back in lockdown again with all the bots in chats and stuff, but we'll continue to block them, so don't worry about that, people. But the Manchester United side of things, Alejandro Garnacho to Napoli, obviously strongly linked to Napoli. Reports stating that Manchester United have seen 70 million, I've seen 60 million, I've seen 50 million, etc., etc. I look here and I go, I'm hoping Manchester United are just setting the asking price high to fall short. It's 50 million for Alejandro Garnacho is phenomenal business. That is for 40 million for him is phenomenal business, in my opinion. 30 million for him is phenomenal business. Limited. He's supremely limited as a winger, as an attacking player. He excels at nothing. He's just an effort, energy, a willing runner. So if you can get anything north of 30 million for that, I'm with it. If it's 40, if it's 50, if it's 60, hey, I'm all for that. Him gone, Rashford potentially gone. So I'm hoping that's how Manchester United are trying to do business with the high price. Supposedly it being 70 million for the asking price or 60. And we genuinely don't want to sell him. So we're setting the price high for that case. It's like Napoli obviously got the money from Kvaratskhelia. I don't know how much he went to PSG for, but now they need a player and now they've got some money to spend. How much did he go there for? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Didn't watch the Chelsea game to certify it as well, so can't really comment. Selling below par players for 50 million is something that they expect from Chelsea, not United. Hey, I'm with it. Like I said, Ed, if we can get 30 million from him, I'm with it. I think 30 million is phenomenal business for Garnacho, considering what he gives you. Don't excel at nothing. He don't get goals like that. He don't get assists like that. He's not electric. He's not direct. He don't have a trick. He's not extremely skillful. He's not two-footed. Like, what? He's not a great pass. He's not great at picking up the ball on the half turn. Like, he's not great at isolating the fullback. What does he actually excel at outside of being a willing runner? That's one thing he will do is effort. He will have 10 shots a game. He will do that. He's had 10 shots a game for Manchester. Not every game, but he's had 10 shots like in a game. Or he'll keep shooting. He will never stop trying to do the right thing. He's just supremely limited. So if we can sell him for anything, like I said, 50 million, 60 million, fantastic business. 40 million, I take 30 million for him right now. That's phenomenal. But 20 M's is good business because what he gives you, you can find anywhere. An effort energy player who just runs in behind. Go on, what are you shaking your head at, Vale?
You talking about some of your warriors you want to sell off?
Who's a warrior? I think we have different ways. Who's a warrior?
Players that have played for your club. They've been warriors for you.
Are they warriors? I don't know about. We might have different definitions of warriors.
What has he been? What has he been for you then?
Garnacho.
Yeah.
An okay player. He's been okay. I'm saying.
You know what? Have you?
He's been okay.
Wallace, can I ask you? This might be. I know it's a personal question, but what's your most fondest memory of Garnacho?
Don't have him.
Oh my! See, this is where we have a problem. This is where it's so unbalanced. The man's giving you some great moments before.
Well, tell me, what were the great moments?
Exactly. I don't know your club like that, but he hasn't given you a late winner. He hasn't. Hey, what about it? What about the overhead kick that he raised?
It was a quality goal.
Did it result in a win?
Did we win that game against Seven? Yeah, I think we won 3-0.
Okay.
But it's not memorable like that. I don't think
that's a memorable kick. Listen,
bear in mind, remember that me and you are of similar ages. So as much success as you've seen of City, I've seen double that at Manchester United.
I get that.
So when we talk in memorable moments, they don't crack my top 20.
No, I'm not talking about the best. I'm not talking about the best.
So you just said there is I've never been
the player flawless. He put his body on the line for several games for you. He's obviously impacted games with regards to getting a result. I don't follow your club like that, but I remember there was a time where I think he was often the late sub and a difference maker for you guys. The way he was either used by Ollie or Ten Hag. I don't know who was using him like that, but
he wasn't Ollie. It was Ten Hag.
So all I'm saying is, listen, we can say farewell, thank you for your service, players, but some of the disrespect, like I get that he's not.
That I said he's not giving me any memory. I've never been sat down and been like, remember when Garnacho did such and such?
That's what I'm talking about. He's giving you a memory. You're forcing yourself not to remember.
Because you're a fan, so you're used to having to big up Scrubs. Isn't this different?
Here we go. I'm bigging up Scrubs now.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. You bigging up Scrubs, man. That's what it is.
If someone has fought for the club, they've worn the badge. Has he
been a success?
Garnacho.
Yeah.
There's no player that's been a success in your last two managers. But I don't put this on the player. But this is where I'm trying to get some balance, right? This is where I'm like, Flawless, come on, cut the man a break. Look at the circumstances that he's at to play in. Look at the environment that he's been in.
Nah, I ain't.
What are you talking about?
I'm cutting him a break. Cutting him a break for what?
Oh my gosh! See, this is the unbalanced part of it.
Cool. You can call it unbalanced if you want to big up Scrubs. Do your thing. I don't do that over here. That's your prerogative.
Many players are scrubs because of the environment over there at Manchester.
It's not because not every player we've had has been a scrub. Not every player we've had has been terrible. It might not have been great, but
when did Garnacho join you?
3 years ago.
Okay, so name me who's been good over the last 3 years over at United.
Even though he's fallen off a cliff, Varane was good for the period of time he was here.
Varane's not even here.
No, that's what I'm saying. For the period of time he was here, he was good, and he didn't give me any memorable moments. Maino, even though it's only been a short amount.
And you're talking about Varane, an established vet that came to your club.
All right, Maino, who came through the same time. There's not been a scrub. Maino's he's been far from a scrub. Martinez only just now he's had issues, but I wouldn't go as far to say he's been a scrub. Maserati in a short amount of time hasn't been a scrub. And this is 3 years, right? Who else?
You're harsh.
That's it. Ericsson hasn't been a scrub, even though he's gonna get moved.
This is harsh, man. Look at Mason Mount that you have over there.
Yeah,
look at Casemiro over there. Like,
Casemiro, hey, if Garnacho had a season like Casemiro in his first season, I'd be much less critical. He carried us that season.
But again, we're talking about a seasoned vet coming from Real Madrid. Yeah, Garnacho's a youngster, man. Garnacho has been thrown into the flames of a very poor.
And Maino's playing out of position, and still perform better.
Okay,
because it's a skill thing.
Yeah,
You
The
keep going with
crashing
this
on
age.
Garnacho's
Skill. I've not crashed on.
so
Where was the
severe,
crash? Tell
man.
me where I crashed it on him.
So severe.
Tell
No,
me
I'm
where I
just
crashed on him.
I'm trying to say, hey, when was a memorable moment that you can remember
Tell
of
me
the
when I
man?
crashed on him. Yeah, how are you telling me that I don't have no memorable moments from him? It's the analogy.
No, you told me
use.
that. You told me that.
Yeah. Because he don't have no memorable moments. Same way, if me and you go on a night out, you might think you used this analogy last week. You might think it's the best night out. I don't think it was good. You might have, been talking to involved with some young ladies, and your night was memorable. Mine wasn't. How you telling me my night was memorable? Yours was. Mine wasn't. Garnacho hasn't given me no memorable moments. Never once have I ever been sat down in the past 3 years, whether it's I'm on a live, I'm on someone else's live. I could be doing whatever, and I've been like, "Yo, remember when Garnacho did this?"
What about Garnacho's assist?
Never.
What about Garnacho's assist to Ama
For what?
versus
For what?
Arsenal?
Oh, what, the dodgy pass? Yeah,
Now it's a dodgy pass.
What do you
Oh,
mean now? Wait. Hold up. It's not now. Go back and watch the pass. There's a reason that Diallo has to take a touch.
yeah, but
There's a reason.
Okay, but
so no, I don't.
let's Tenet. Let's do Tenet. If you haven't seen the movie, no spoilers. But I'm just saying Tenet. Time travel, rewinding, mad effects. Let's rewind and Garnacho attacking into that position. Garnacho
cool. Again, this is you bigging up. You know what? Because
I'm not bigging up. I'm just saying because sometimes
Bruno, and I don't remember. No, it's not memorable for me. What's memorable for you is not memorable for me. A girl you think is pretty, I don't think is pretty.
Yikes.
That's what this is. So we're just gonna have to agree to disagree. No.
Yeah, I happen to like body. We got differences.
Exactly, and I prefer it to have a pretty face over a nice body. You were the opposite.
I'm just
saying. That's all that is. You know what I'm saying. You might prefer
I'm not squeezing on her face. That's why.
You know what I'm saying, like that's
But listen.
Before you carry on, big up Northside for the raid, man. Shouts to my G Northside every single time, man. Big up Northside. I know he was cursing something rotten since Sunday, so big up to Northside, man. Every single time. Big up to
still have his voice. Does he still have his voice, or is the voice gone?
You know what? He's away at the moment, so hopefully in between streams he's calmed down, so he's all right. I'll have his voice, but yeah, in regards to what I was saying before you got back, yeah, Garnacho, you can easily memorable moments or not, easily replaceable, and if we can get anything for him, I'm hoping that, like I said, we're setting the price high to get something slightly lower that we actually want, and not setting the price high because we actually indeed don't want to sell him. But if we can get 50 million for him, 60 million for him, deal of the century. If we can sell him for 60 million, 50 million. 50 million for Garnacho. 50 for Garnacho.
That ain't happening, man. That ain't happening.
50 for Garnacho. Apparently that's around what they're offering.
Who had a better stint? Dan James or Garnacho?
Oh Jesus, that's a race to the bottom. I don't know, man. Trash versus trash, man. You know the clown meme. Have you seen it? When there's the two clowns fighting. That's what you just asked me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not comparing shit to shit. Both not good enough.
Obviously, you're looking for them to move on. I know that they're not good enough.
Yeah. I'm just saying I can't believe the prices that are being spoken about. But hey, shout out to Conte because he took McTominay as well. So if you want to come get Garnacho, please, man. Well, I said this before, man. If $50 million, man, word to Chris Tucker and Rush Hour, $50 million. Who you think you got? Chelsea Clinton? Hey, please sell him. And the rest of
McTominay left and he's done well since moving on, right?
In Syria, yeah, absolutely. You're gonna do well in that league. If you got pace in that league, you do all right. That's why Lukaku does so well in that league.
Yeah, Lukaku's called. Same thing. I think poor environment. The United environment was not right for him.
The Chelsea one wasn't.
Chelsea was disastrous as well.
Chelsea was disastrous. But he's doing well in Italy because, like I said, pace. You know what I'm saying? It's a pace thing. To you lot anyway, disappointed with the draw. Talk to me, man. 2-0 up. I bet you was cheesing. Like, yeah, man, we gonna have a good show. City, another win. But hey, you got pegged back 2 goals. Chat to us.
Listen, the goals we scored, my man, y'all haters, y'all that like to go after Foden, pipe down. Quiet, as I like to say, quiet your face. Because Foden, quality is permanent, man. Quality is permanent. You took your shots at him because he didn't have the best form, slightly injured, sick, a little family drama with an unhealthy child, all those things. Y'all took your shots at him. When a man's able to play free, love of the game, you see that? That goal with that cross from KDB. That was a placement. That was placement. For those of you that kind of play pool, you just gotta angle it. And you just gotta kiss. You just gotta kiss and get that into the pocket. Foden showing tremendous skill and being in the right place, right time, reading the game, because him and KDB are in the same spot, same time, ready to kick that, get that second goal. He gave us a brace, man, and that should have been enough. That should have been enough. I was kicking myself early because that first half I was like, damn, we left goals on the pitch. We left goals on the pitch. KDB, relentless, releasing a pass, and I'm like, ooh, yeah, okay, all right, Nunes, put this away. Nah, hesitated, didn't quite happen. Savinho again, way to attack, way to create something out of nothing. Should have kept your head up. Should have put that ball over to Haaland and get the goal. He takes the shot himself. I was like, ooh, that's gonna come back and bite us. The way we surrendered those goals, it was a little too much of a back and forth. Obviously you do your watch alongs with regards to the NBA. It had too much of a basketball feel. It had too much of I'm gonna take my shot. Oh, you guys are running down on us. Let's see. It was too much of that. I wanted us to actually slow that game down. And I think it's what Pep is going to try to get out of the young players. When everybody wants to question and be like, Pep, why aren't you playing the youngsters? Why aren't you just throwing on those legs? Okay, yeah, we got the legs. We also need the intelligence. We also need the experience to properly read the game, to make the right decisions. So I think he's trying to do what he can. He wants that experience as well. Obviously, he knows he needs the mobility. He needs that pace and power. Brentford, credit to them. And this is where I kind of come across and sound like a broken record. This is why some of you rival fans that I keep talking about and keep telling you, stop your damn crying and whining, is because I recognize that this game is played between two clubs. There's two managers. Mm-hmm. There's 11 players versus 11 players. Sometimes the team on the day caught you.
So, and Brentford 11 versus 10, and the 10 men still do the business.
He's taking shots at Tony and TJ on this one.
I'm not taking shots. I'm just stating facts.
Yeah, you're just reminding them. Don't
remind everyone who tried to get at my manager and those players and the back three don't work and and all. 2 games and everyone's changed their tune. And if we lose the next 2 games, people will be back to that conversation. But hey, too much results-based analysis. But we move. Go on, as you were.
I hear it. I'm going to point out the fact that because it's 2 clubs competing against each other, and Brentford were relentless, and Brentford deservingly so have the confidence. They have the confidence to be at home and trying to get that win. So I'm not crazy upset. I see the mistakes that we made. I see how we can improve.
But 2 goals in 10 minutes.
Yeah, but I've done the same thing. Like I know what that persistence like. I know what that's like to say.
Feyenoord, United, Brentford, etc. Why City continually conceding so many late goals?
Ed,
good question,
Ed. It's a fair question.
It's a very good question. Why is it not a good question?
Because the answer has been pretty consistent. The answer has been the same. It's a control within the midfield.
Okay. So you think it's a midfield issue, not from not the actual defenders themselves?
Okay. Because both goals were actually surrendered within the 18-yard box, and obviously it's like decision making based off of the defenders. Yes, but often these things get sniffed out. These things get prevented beforehand. I saw way too many times that my defensive midfielder, my 6, is nowhere near where the danger is. So that's where it's just like, you know what? Rodri's not, listen, let me be real. Rodri's never been a 6 with pace.
True.
He's not a Declan Rice where he's
got great position.
Great position. He's not a Caicedo who's, he's not that type. But the way he reads it, and if he knows, and again, it's having your head on a swivel. It's like being able to sense danger. You're like, okay, we're actually outnumbered on this side. I'm gonna make my way over here. You guys got this covered. And I'm actually going to bark out and tell you guys, move over there, shift. We're lacking that. The late goals surrendered in the Feyenoord game. Again, Pep made his subs after we were 3-0 up. He made his subs. Everybody wants to say, bring on the youngsters, make those changes. He made those changes. So you see what happens there. The same thing is we don't have that defensive reading 6. That's constant. That's the most consistent thing. Now the United game, I'm not going to go so far to say we suffered that because of a 6. We suffered that because Pep honestly had a player crashed out.
Yeah, man, he just got Amarim to air it. Well, go on, carry on as you will.
See, you need to stop with your overhyping Amarin because then he's going to get crashed on heavily. Yeah, I'm already hearing you talk about my manager. My manager. Listen, let him deliver. Let him deliver something for you first.
I was calling him my manager before he got here.
Well, how you already calling him your man? What's he giving you?
Because you know hope. That's what he's giving me.
Oh, he's
believe. But he freed. You know what he did? He freed me from the reign of terror from Ten Hag. He freed me. Like being in a bad relationship, and the next one the girl just buys you something from the shop and asks you how you are. That is your day made. That's what.
Oh my goodness!
You are so traumatized by the previous female you was with. On the next one, she could just buy you a chocolate bar from the shop and ask you how your day is. You gonna be over the moon with that. That's where it is with him. I'm free from the reign of terror. Week after week, we did this show, and I was miserable. Miserable. I might want to ask why am I saying my manager? Because I actually have someone
manager. I'm just saying you're already saying my manager
because he is that's my guy.
He's giving you what, a couple draws, a couple wins versus the City.
You know what he did? He delivered away wins at the Big Six, something Ten Hag didn't do in 2 years, and he's giving me 2.
All right, let's see whether he gives you trophies though.
That's definitely in there. That's
definitely. That's definitely
gonna happen. 100%. 100%.
You think he's giving you trophies in his first 2 years like Ten Hag?
Depends how we do in this window. These next 2 windows is key to that. This one and the summer one. Wait, are we saying first full 2 seasons? Or are you saying?
No, I got you. We'll wait. No.
I'm asking, what are you clarifying? Because obviously he joined in November. So are you classing this? Are we giving him his first?
I'm just saying because if he joins in November, then I can't hold him to any trophies for this year because it hasn't been. And
so you're saying
essentially give him a year.
27. Yeah,
I'm almost giving him not 2 years, but I'm almost giving him like a year and a half.
Absolutely, I'm expecting definitely like a. Trophies is on the man. This ain't Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? The trophies are definitely on the.
You're on violence today. What's going on?
How am I on violence?
You catch this result. You knocked them out, and now I got all this. I got all this
about Arsenal beforehand. It's documented. It's literally me on live stream.
I'm just saying, you're taking a lot of.
I said Arsenal don't win trophies. This is well known. So this ain't Arsenal is what I'm saying. Like, that's not accepted. You can't go 4 or 5 years without a trophy. So it's already set in stone if you are a Manchester United manager that you must win trophies at some point.
Okay.
But trophies alone here is not good enough.
My manager.
Yeah, man, I did say this. I said that at your pitch, you know what I'm saying? When I was in the crowd, you know what I'm saying? I was there in your stadium. There's videos out there. And I said, I lost my voice. I said, my manager, my gaffer. Because of all the criticism he was receiving.
My bad, Flawless. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, no stress. Do your thing, man. I know you got stuff to handle. It's all good. Don't worry, Warrior J. I've got your, what's it called? I've got your question starred for Veta. Don't worry about that. Hey, big up Stephanie G. Hey. Before I continue, though, there's over 100 people here. We're only at 27 likes. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's get up to 80 likes right now, people. Hit the like button. Hey, mods, regulars, get everybody liking the video, please. Because my mods are on job, best mods in the YouTube game without doubt. So please get everyone running up the likes, man. Let's get up to 80 likes. So we're only at 27. There's over 100 people in there. And if you are new, make sure you subscribe. Get your questions in. The Manchester City ones I will start for Veta. Any Manchester United ones I answer now. They are just handling family duties. That's all. Yes, run up the likes, like Nick said there. I said, if Amarim is back like Arteta was back 750 million, the league is in trouble. I promise. I hear you. Hey, Sleeping Dragon, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I know you always hit the like button. This is more so at people that have not. If you have already, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Share across all the socials. That's how you can help. Because we want to get more people in here. As That's Me Flawless, make sure you follow Twitter and Instagram at Sarcasm City TV, also Twitter and Instagram. Because anytime I go live on here, anytime I go live on the playback, or it's live on both, I always post out every single day I am live. Any live stream I will always post out, because sometimes the YouTube notifications ain't the best. Playback is though. So make sure you follow the Sarcasm City TV playback as well. But yeah, Vaya trying to say, oh, you want violence. I'm just letting it be known. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting it be known. Hey, big up, love Arsenal, hate the Ops. Flawless, a real one, a real G. Hey, big up, man. Are you related to Love United, hate the Ops? Well, big up, man. Big up. Hey, Black Diamond, he says YouTube is bugging, showing I'm not sub, nor can I like the stream. Just close down the app and open it back up. You know how YouTube be. But big up Black Diamond every single time, man. Shouts to Black Diamond. Again, let's run up these likes. Let's see what you lot are saying. Like I said, Warrior J, I'll starve his questions as well. Shine, big up every single time. You already know my guy. You already know. I'm talking about why you saying my gaffer and did it there and all this. It's my gaffer, man. My manager. Yo, you see it. Can't believe Veta tried to gaslight you on Garnacho. We Rashad Tate from Power, man. That's when you know we're going to start talking about the Queen Child's Project, the QCP, for those that know. For those that know. Oh, yeah, if the Liverpool-Arsenal game performances continue, are you more confident about winning a Cup or Europa? Warrior J, I've said it before, I say it again. This season, I am not looking at what Manchester United can win. I'm not looking at league finishes anymore. I'm off that game by game, match day by match day. That's what I'm looking for. It's a match day by match day thing. That's what I'm looking for. That's all I'm looking at. I'm not looking at Brighton. I'm not thinking, oh, Manchester United, can we beat Southampton and then beat Brighton and see where we are in the league, 6 points from 6? No. Southampton is the aim. Go get the dub. That Newcastle game scattered me. That Newcastle, because I was talking the most before that. I was talking about, yeah, Europa League, we can win and we can finish top 6 and FA Cup, and all this. And then that Newcastle game happened and I was like, oh, yeah, that Newcastle game changed my mind, because then I gave up. That's the first time I seen them not implement what Amorim was trying to do. And we've lost games. We've lost games by bigger margins under Amorim, but the performance was the worst. But people won't talk about it because the game was only 2-0. But I think Amorim said as much, that the players were not trying to do what I told them to do. The tactics were not being implemented. Even because I've seen Manchester United try and implement the instructions and it's gone wrong, but I can clearly see what you're trying to do. I'm like, they gave up in that game. So if they give up, if they can give up in a Newcastle game, the going gets tough. They can give up in the Southampton game. They can give up in the Brighton game. I was sure they was going to give up in the Liverpool game when we went 2-1 down. They didn't. Credit to them. When we went down to 10 men against Arsenal and then it went 1-1, I was sure that I was very, very concerned that these men were going to chuck it, and guess what? They didn't. So it's prove it now. How you earn me looking ahead is by performing like that week in, week out. Not just Arsenal away because it's a big game. Not just Liverpool away because it's a big game. Southampton at home. Brighton at home. Europa League games against FCSB or FCB and Rangers, etc. Like, that's it. Show me. That's where it is with these players. The manager's already shown me enough in regards to my faith in him being rewarded. As much as Veta saying my manager, because I rated him before he got here. So now and I see a manager, I'm like, on point. I'm like, yeah. I see exactly what you're trying to do. And I can look past bad results, because I keep stating this and I will continue to state this. Too many people do results-based analysis. That's why now after these last 2 games, you don't hear about Amorim not being good enough, or the back 3 not working, or we should change to a back 4 because it suits these players more. Notice how those things have not been mentioned of 2 games. Now, if we go and lose, let's say we lose to Southampton and draw to Brighton, or draw to Brighton and then lose there. Let's say we draw to Southampton, lose to Brighton, or vice versa. You know what the conversation will be? Know exactly what he needs to change from a back 3. He needs to go to a back 4. Suits the players more. Rashford should be in the side. Garnacho should be in the side. Notice no one ain't said that. Notice there's been no conversation over the past 2 games about Garnacho and Rashford should be back in the side. The longest when Garnacho has been dropped and not in the squad, same with Rashford, because we perform well. But if we had performed poorly, you know what the conversation was going to be. If we would have lost the City, you know what the conversation would be. Too much result. Of course, results matter, but it's not the sole thing. How do you get results? Is it sustainable? That's the key. Is it sustainable? And big up to Lewis, man. He says, big up, bro, road to 40. Hey, big up, Lewis, man. You're the joke thing, but big up, Lewis. I know that Chelsea dropped points to Bournemouth. I didn't actually watch your game, so I look forward to hearing your recap as well. So I'm going to definitely give that a watch as well. Well, yeah, Manchester United have a bright future next season. I think so too. I think so too. I think we have a bright future. But that doesn't mean we can just bypass this season. And me and Rance was talking about this earlier. I mentioned it on the Mandem United as well. We need to bring players in. I've said this. We need to bring players in this window, even if it's players just for now, even if it's loan. We need players. Our squad is super thin, in particular up top. And then when you add in players who don't get played, it's even thinner the squad. Because you got to think, Rashford don't play, Garnacho don't play. We didn't, and then Sancho wasn't replaced. That's 3 players down. So no Rashford, no Garnacho, no Sancho. So that's 3 players down already. Anthony don't play, that's 4. So that leaves us with Højlund, Xerxes, Diallo, Bruno. Mount's always injured, so he don't count. Does anyone even know when Mount's back? You don't even hear no reports on Mason Mount in terms of injury. You don't even hear no reports on it. So that's what's that. So that leaves us with just 4 players. And then you look at the midfield. You have Agate, yes. Bruno plays in there, but he's not really an 8 like that. Maino plays in there, but he's not really an 8 like that. He don't play Ericsson. He don't play Casemiro. Collier's a youngster. So you've got Agate, Bruno, Maino, Collier. Academy graduate. 2 players who are makeshift in there, and then Agate, who's a traditional certified central midfielder. Because Casemiro and Agate don't play. They were both on Casemiro, and Ericsson don't play. They were both on the bench against Arsenal, and he brought on Collier. And then wingbacks is the same. Yes, he likes Dalot. He likes Mazzarari. He ain't too fond of Anthony. Don't really get a shot. Malacia's been dropped from a squad before. Not really a fan of Malacia. Do we have any other wingbacks? Someone tell me outside of Dalot and Mazzarari. Just the other wingbacks he's not a fan of. Centre-back's the only place you can look at and go, yes, we're kind of stacked there to an extent. Because you have De Ligt, you have Maguire, you have Martinez, Luke Shaw once he's back, Yoro, Lindelof, Johnny Evans. I might be missing one, but I've just named 7 there for 3 spots. So we definitely need some players in because we are light. Quality and quantity, super light. Even if it's 3 loan players and then we bring some youth players in. Start playing Collier, another central midfielder. I'm sure there's a wing back in the youth system. I'm sure there's a striker. I'm sure there's a left 10. I'm sure there's a left wing back, right wing back. You got to help us. 100%. And if we can sell some of these players on, cool, but we need to reinvest. We definitely need to reinvest. Nick says, let's see how much Ineos are going to back Amorim in the summer window. I'm looking at Ineos with serious side eye. Always looking at them, Nick. I agree with you. Always looking at Ineos with a serious side eye. But they backed him. They backed Ten Hag in the summer. I expect them to back Amorim in this January window. I expect them to back him even more heavily in the summer. But I've already been looking at them with a side eye. Yes, hit the likes, people sitting in the background watching silently. Yeah, even if you're not in the comment section, yeah, and you just got this on in the background, cool, no problem with that. But please hit the like button and then just go back to doing what you're doing. And also hit the subscribe button as well, because it is road to 14,000 subscribers. How many subs we got? Let's see. We have to go back to subscriber check. Subscriber check 1212. Subscriber check 1212. At 13,862. 3 more subscribers, people. We need to get to 13,865. That's the net subscriber mark. 13,000. So there's over 100 of you lot in here. I know there's 3 people who have not subscribed. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Make sure you subscribe to Veta Games TV as well. A Solomon, big up, man. Big up to A Solomon. You lot continue to get your questions in. This Gaslighter Veta will be here shortly as well. You already know Gold Sell, man. That's what Veta gonna come back selling, man. Trying to get donations for the Queen Charles Project, man, the QCP. Proper politician gaslighter, man. And he got the politician smile as well. He properly got it. You know, the pearly whites. You know what I'm saying? That smug grin. Yeah, a joke, man, but shout out to Veta. That's my guy. Veta does. Man wants to die on the Garnacho Hill. What's Vegas memories of Jack Rodwell is basically the equivalent, yeah. Telling me about Garnacho and memorable moments. All right, sure. Big up to Canal, who says, big up Flawless. Any more news about Casemiro? Nothing that I've seen. There's been nothing on socials, nothing like that. I know I'm not calling him Ghost Victor. I'm calling him Rashad Tate. That's who he is. He's Rashad Tate, man. He's far from Rashad Tate, proper politics. Could you imagine him trying to be governor of somewhere in Canada or something like that? That's who he is. He Rashad Tate. But in regards to Casemiro, no news. It seems he's going to be moved on, which I think is a shame because I still think he can be utilized. I still think playing him next to Agate works. That's the one thing that Rude changed, and we've seen it. And yes, when Casemiro played against Newcastle, he was awful. But I don't think one game you should be banished for. And I still think next to Agate, I think you'll see the best in him, especially in his back three. I think he's good enough. And if he's here, we might as well use him. We ain't gonna sell him this month because I believe they're trying to get him off the wage bill. Cool. Why not utilize him? Why not? Telling me all these games we got coming up, all the Premier League, still 20 Premier League games left of however many years. Europa League, which we know is a long ass competition, and we are going to qualify for the next round, whether that's via the playoffs or whether we're into the round of 32-16, whichever it is. You also got the FA Cup as well playing. I already mentioned about how light we are in the area. Utilize him. Do you think Rashford will be sold or loaned out in January? See, Milan and Barca have the strongest links. I believe it will be a loan, simply just because of his wages. That's the main thing. And plus, maybe Manchester United look at it and go, we loan him out. He does well. We then can get more money for him if it's not an obligation to buy. So I think it will be a loan. And if we have to pay 50%, 60%, 70% of his wages, so be it. I'd rather Manchester United do that and he's out there playing and his value could potentially increase rather than him be sat here. Manchester United are paying 100% of his wages and his value is just decreasing because he's not going to play. And he said this himself. He said, I want a new challenge. He don't want to be here. And I state this all the time. No matter who the player is, if they don't want to be at Manchester United, let them go. I could fully understand why a player wants to leave here. I'm not even saying, but the point I'm making is whether I agree with your decision or not, agree with your reasoning or not. If a player don't want to be here, move him on. No point keeping an unhappy player here. No point. There's plenty of players who would love to play for Manchester United. So go find them. That's my thoughts. Big up Sleeping Dragon, man, who says like, comment, subscribe. You already know, man. Yeah, you lot already know. Even worse than me. Ain't saying all that, Victor, but big up. Bro, I said 2 years ago, we was looking good because everyone else was rubbish. We get there, but I think Amarim is the first guy, a serious guy, big aura. I just look at him and I go, when he's answering questions, he's stating everything that I thought and said for the longest. So when he's saying our attack is terrible, which he's not said verbatim, but he's politely called our attack shit, and look how he's treated the attackers. Notice he ain't ever said anything about us from a defensive standpoint. He's never said anything individually about any defenders, and he's never said anything about Manchester United from a structured defensive standpoint in a negative way, even though we conceded goals. Because you know why? The reason we were conceding goals weren't down to defensive structure. It was not down to defensive structure. It was down to individual errors. And I said that. I said, if we're conceding goals because defensively we're not on point, conceding 20 shots a game, 25 shots a game, I'll have issues. But if it's individual errors, that can be coached. Same way we were conceding goals from set pieces. Lo and behold, we stopped conceding goals from set pieces. And guess what happens? We win some games. Who would have thought? Vega's back in the cut as well. Yes, Vega, what are you saying?
No, I like this new manager energy. I like the it's not hope, but I like the optimism.
Yeah, it's optimism because there's something to be optimistic about. It's based in logic. He was the manager I wanted before we hired him. He was the one who I said go and get. And I was like, because I liked what he had done previously. I liked all the noise surrounding him. And then he got here and I go, oh yeah, you're everything I thought you was going to be while you was here. You've done everything I expected you to do and more. considering
at the same
bad times
time, flawless. You, like many United fans, like he could be a mercenary. You guys don't really care. Like just get the job done. When the job you can't do the job anymore, you're out the door. Yeah,
exactly. This ain't no love thing.
yeah. Whether there's a memorable moment or not, get out of here.
If there's not a memorable moment, you did something wrong.
What?
I said, if there's no memorable moment with Amaral,
has he not given you a memorable moment yet, or no?
Personally, me, yeah, but that's because I was there.
Okay,
that's all. Like, chanting, waving. You see how Xerxes waved the Arsenal fans goodbye. That's what I was doing to your mom at your own ground. So I was waving you lot goodbye.
You're waving us, with the 2-1.
I was waving you lot goodbye, with the 2-1, 100%. When you, because both sides, you lot. So it was left of me and then the right of me. And as you lot were leaving, as the game was ticking down, because you lot knew it was a wrap. And it was, you've seen United now, fuck off home. That was the chant. You know what I'm saying? As we were waving goodbye, it was great. You know what I'm saying? And then we kept it even during the empty stadium. It was fantastic. Told Pep getting sacked in the morning. It was beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, the chants were great. You guys had a good time.
Oh yeah, I had a great time.
Deservedly so.
Yes.
I think
from a personal standpoint, yes, that was a memorable moment. But that's, again, if I wasn't there, it wouldn't be. But it's because I was there.
I hear it. I don't think Garnacho and Rashford weren't part of that. Right?
Oh no, they got dropped. That's what made me even happier. I told this going to the stadium. That's what made me happy. I was like, oh yeah, we winning this. So we winning this game.
100%. I feel bad for Rashford. I think the quality of player that he is, and I think if we were to be balanced, he had some wasted years at United. Like, for the turmoil, for you guys not quite knowing what you want to do, you know what I mean? Like,
he should have left a couple seasons ago.
Yeah. Like, take all the banter aside, take all the rivalry aside. Like, from a player career wise, he had some wasted years over at United.
Yeah, we're not the place for him to succeed. So go Italy, where I think you will score goals. Barcelona are reportedly interested in him, which I don't know why. But whether you go La Liga or you go Serie A, I don't care where you go. You just get the hell up out of here. I don't care where you end up.
Rafinha found himself.
Yes.
Rashford could. I can see Rashford doing the same thing. Healthy, no back pain. Wait, what do you mean not about Barcelona?
Because where's he playing?
Well, he could have who?
Ahead of who?
The left side isn't locked down though.
Rafinha plays the left-hand side.
Yeah, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's locked. Rafinha's playing well, but I don't think he's got that locked down.
Rafinha's been. They just put 5 past Madrid inside 48 minutes.
Yeah, Madrid, your second team, right?
Yeah, they're my second team. No, come March, they're my second team. Whenever they face you, that's when they're my second team. When they face you,
this guy's a joker. This guy's
yeah, man. The meme of it when it was like Manchester United fans becoming Madrid fans in May. Yeah. So I mean, like in March, April. Terrible. Whenever they face you, so whether it's quarterfinal, semi-final, when De Bruyne and Haaland get tired again, we will be there. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Honestly, that's what made the trouble run so gratifying, so satisfying.
Why? Because you beat Madrid.
Because we didn't just beat them.
Yeah,
we slapped them.
Yeah. Like your place, right?
We slapped them, and it was.
Yeah, it was.
But I mean, but hey, we got to talk presently.
Yeah, we do.
You feeling good about the season? You feeling good about the potential trophies you're in the middle of?
I'm not looking at. I was just saying this before you was gone.
Wait, what?
I'm not looking. No. Because Warrior J asked me about, with the results we've got in the past 2 games, are you more confident of like doing something in Europe or FA Cup scratch or that match day? That's why.
Why are you moving so punkish? Why?
You know why? Scarred me, man. That's why. The Newcastle game scarred me. And also as well, what dawned on me after that Newcastle game, and then I looked at the team, I looked where we are in the league, and I went, I think I've said this to you before.
This is new information though.
Oh, is this new? All right, so I haven't said this to you, but I've said
no, but I'm saying you got new information. Look at the form you're in. This is new information.
Yeah, but them 2 results don't bypass everything. To what I was going to say is we have been committing football crimes, Veda, for 10 years and getting away with it. We have been out here committing crimes against football for the longest and getting away with it. We'll win a Carabao Cup. We'll win a FA Cup. We'll win a Europa League. We'll get a League Cup and a Europa League in the same season. We'll finish second. We'll finish 4th. Yeah. We'll finish 6th. Second best home record.
You're United.
That's all well and good, but guess what? We paying for them crimes now. That's gone. That's
What does
dead
that
and
mean?
buried.
You're paying for the crimes. You've
When
been winning
I say
trophies.
that, this is the point I'm making. We was winning trophies, but I'm saying as of now, after that Newcastle game, after the performance, and I looked at everything that was going on. So I looked.
I see.
I looked where we was at lad, and then you can respond. I looked where we was in the league. I looked at the team we had, and I went. It's like being in the courtroom, and like I said, you just been running around committing crimes for years, and every time you go to court, you go home. This time, I looked around the court and I was like, "Nah, we're not going home. We're going to jail this time," and that's the way I feel. That's why I'm not.
What's with all of these fan bases trying to downplay and set expectations low? Like, what's going on here?
Oh no. There's no downplaying of expectations.
You downplayed it. I'm not. You got a better manager now.
Yes.
You got better players now, and you were able to win.
Who the bad players? Who?
Flawless. You have a better squad in 2025 than you did last year. Your transfer window is proof of that.
Yes, we did from a defensive standpoint, but we still have offense. But I'm not lowering expectations. Here's where you're getting it.
No, you're trying to downplay it. I see it.
Here's where you're getting it misconstrued. I'm just not looking at. I'm not looking at what we can win. I'm not looking at the league position. I'll explain why. I'm looking at game by game. Proof to me.
No.
Why am I going back? No, I was saying this as you was gone. I watched you man give up against Newcastle.
You watch who give up?
Manchester United. We gave up in that game. We gave up. That just don't back, and that just because again I don't do results-based analysis, and just because we played well against Liverpool and we played against Arsenal. Congrats, you man dug in.
Yeah,
great performances.
Yeah,
2 very good results, especially the last one.
Yeah,
but I am not being fooled by it because we did that against you lot. Great performance and won the game.
You played well against us, very well.
And then what did we do after that?
Well, you followed up. You didn't follow up with the same type of performance, but those are learning.
No. What results did we get after you lot?
A loss and a draw, I think.
Draw where?
Flawless. It doesn't. No, but it doesn't matter.
I got Google because I know your internet.
No, I'm just.
So we'll get to it. So I'm just letting you know after the City game. So we'll go to this. Since Vegas internet now, you're gonna go to this people.
No, I'm just saying.
After the triumphant City game, people, Manchester United then proceeded via a draw. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my mind is not what it used to be in regards to it. So I'm looking at where's the City game? Where's the City game? So we beat Manchester City.
Yeah.
Then we lost our next 4 games.
No.
We lost our next. Go check it. We lost our next 4. 3 in the Premier League and 1 in the Carabao Cup. So the point I'm making is I'm not setting expectations low. The expectation is still to win games, but I am not getting ahead of myself. I am looking at it on a game-by-game basis, match day by match day.
All right.
We play Brighton on Sunday. I don't care about that. You know what I'm looking at?
Since the City win in the 4 losses, you've now played well versus, to your point, versus a Liverpool and an Arsenal.
Absolutely.
Now you've learned from previously where you played well against a City and dropped off. You played well against a Liverpool and Arsenal.
You giving them faith that they've learned. Show me. I don't believe you, man.
I think your manager has learned.
The manager, I don't mind. Hey, the manager's gonna give them a tactical game plan.
Your manager.
I know he will. The manager will do that. That's not my worry. My concern is not the manager setting out the strategy to win the war. So you know what my problem is? You know what my issue is? Application.
All right, so I'm looking at this upcoming season and I'm saying top 4. That's what I'm aimed at.
For City.
Yeah, for City.
Okay. Cool.
Now, I can go so far as I obviously know it's game by game. I know that things change, but I'm saying like top 4 because again, financially, top 4 is needed. Like if we're trying to keep doing what we're trying to do, if we're trying to build, if we're trying to have success with the cups that we want, obviously in Champions League, we need top 4.
Absolutely.
When you say that you're just looking one game at a time, you're not even looking trophy wise.
No.
So when you say, are you looking at top 10? Are you looking at top 8? Like you're still united. You're still united in terms of like.
This is the point I'm making. If we do what we're supposed to game by game, we will be top 10. We will be top 8. We will be close to trophies. If we apply ourselves and win football matches, we're going to be there. I am just not getting ahead of myself. I did that. After the game against you, I did that. I was looking at the games and I was like, all right, we got some home games. We're coming off a win. We can still do this and And then it was like, and then I looked at the who is it who goes? It's the lawyer that goes to with you. And I looked at him while we were in the court and I was like, the lawyer looked at me and I knew on his face, the judge is talking and we ain't going home this time. We're not going home this time.
All right.
We in jail. And like man is saying, we're 14th for a reason. You want me to have faith in the team that's his 14th on the 15th of January, 2025. Or 14th of January for you where you're at and 14th of January for some of us depending on your time zone. So no, sorry that I'm not looking at trophies and finishing top 4, top 6 for a team that's 14th on the 15th of January. Over half the season played and they're sat 14th. We are closer to the relegation zone than we are top 4. We are closer to the relegation zone.
You have relegation concerns?
No.
Okay, you can at least say you got no.
No, because the team's worse than us. That's why. I'm saying this team's well. You got teams in the league who go 1-13. We'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? We'll be okay. It's fine. Yeah, and you lot can make sure you subscribe to Vega. Yeah, you can't let these men fool us, man. 14th for a reason. I was saying, man, like game by game. And if we win enough games, we will be where we're supposed to be. We will be challenging for trophies. We will be challenging for, well, not challenging, but in top 4 conversations, in top 6 conversations. If we go do what we're supposed to do. If we beat Southampton like we should do, step in the right direction. If we beat Brighton at home like we should do, step in the right direction. I think it's FCSB or FCB. I need to check that in Europa League. If we beat them like we're supposed to, I think that pretty much confirms us being in the top 8. But I'm not looking ahead to Brighton and the Euro.
You know what? I respect it. I respect it.
Not being fooled.
The area. I like that. There's shedding away the arrogance, shedding away the. You know what? We're united. I'm expecting this. I like that.
Because you know why? Because we've been doing it, and I thought it was going to happen again. We've been doing it. We've been shit for 10 years, and we still do it.
Yeah.
We still got a trophy in our cabinet that them jokers in North London don't have in their history.
That's vicious. You're on one. You're on one. You're on one. Wallace, come on, don't do that. Don't do that.
Is it vicious or is it facts?
It is facts, but it's vicious on how you slip it. I'm just saying. It's vicious on how you just slip it in there.
No, it's not. It's not vicious whatsoever.
It's a blind hook. You're catching them on a blind hook every time.
Do better,
I respect it.
Do better. You know what I'm saying? And how about winning Europa League? Spurs have 2. What we talking about here? West Ham have a European trophy. What are we doing?
You think
Ipswich got 1?
I mean, tonight's set of games. The reason why I am upset because Liverpool dropped points, and I was like, I could have gained points.
You still got hopes of the title.
It's slipping away, man. But a result like today, if we had won today, then it would have been like, listen, they're slipping up. Pardon the expression, but when you have a manager, that has been relentless, that has been constantly reminding not just the media, he's been reminding every player, he's been reminding the club about the Forest loss, the Nottingham Forest loss. He's been bringing up for out of no reason. They asked Slot, like, "Hey, Slot, what's the weather like?" That loss to Forest. We need to learn from it. We need to. Hey, Slot, what's your what's your sight set on Champions League? I can't think about Champions League because we need to focus on the errors that we made in that Forest game. He's had that top of mind for so much.
Don't worry, Pops. I'm asking him again, but big up Asian Pops, man. So, do you still have hopes of winning the league?
Plus, me not having hope is like me
belief actually. Do you believe actually? That's the word I'm looking for.
Listen.
You believe you can still win the league.
When I see results like this from Liverpool, and obviously I got to see what happens because again, teams ahead of me obviously play as well in terms of Arsenal. But when I see teams dropping points, Chelsea drop points, Forest drop points, Liverpool drop points, I needed to win this game.
You did.
I need to win this game. It would have been 2 points gained.
That title hope's over, yeah.
Yeah, it ain't over. It ain't over because I think there's gonna be. I think there's still gonna be some slipping. I just got to make sure I take advantage of it.
Yeah.
I got to make sure I take it. Listen, this title right now is moving like that girl that's got every man in the friend zone. Every man and no one. There's no commitment. There's no commitment. I need to take my shot. I need to take my shot because I think no one's ready for it. No one is stepping to this title. Like,
you don't think City? Yeah, not City. Liverpool.
Step it. No, they ain't stepping to it. They're acting shy. They're acting like they don't want to. They don't even want to shoot their shot.
Wow.
Listen, and because I was just breaking this down, like the manager talked about how that loss to Forest was unacceptable, how they needed to fix up from it. And what do they go and do? They surrender a goal in like the first 10 minutes, and it was a battle. And they left that game with the draw in terms of a team, a result that was like the example. You know what I mean? Like the marquee, the message, the moral of the story type thing. He made that club that, and they still didn't get the win. Forest are moving this season like, listen, we got a win and a draw off these title hopefuls, these title contenders. Forest ain't far off. I think Forest gained a lot of confidence. The only thing that's hurting Forest really is just the understanding that they're most likely not going to strengthen to actually go for the 38 games.
Hey, but that's the FSG model, man. You know what I'm saying? They're great owners, remember.
Yeah, you can't hate on FSG. Most efficient
owners.
Man.
Efficient, man. Super efficient.
I mean, very efficient. I can't hate on them. I think Forest. I don't think they're quite nearing that model.
Man, I'm FSG in too, man. I think they're doing a tremendous job at Liverpool. I'm with you.
Okay.
I'm with you, man. We agree. I'm with you, man.
Which owners would you prefer at your club, FSG or Glazers?
Definitely FSG.
Yeah, so I get why you're saying FSG. Yeah, it makes total sense.
Without doubt, man. You know what I'm saying? Anything's bad in an abusive relationship, which Glazers have us in. So I hate you, Fez.
Yeah, but the Glazers brought in the Glazers brought in another one. Now you got two partners.
Well, yeah, Brian. Any else count that? I love that.
Yeah, there you go.
Abusive
relationship with a little bonus. I'm saying this title race, I'm not counting myself out yet.
I'm over. And before you continue, actually, Veo, hey, big up everyone who joined over from Saeed's channel. You lot are saying civil war happened, but big up to everyone who's joined over from the raid. There's now just under 400 people in there. That's what the show's called, Civil War. So I think he had United fans in there debating. That's what it was. But run up the likes, hit the subscribe button as well. Make sure you do so, people. Subscribe to Vader's channel as well. Let me add the link in the title, but links underneath in the description.
Respect. There should be a lot of peace over United now, though. Things should be pretty calm.
I don't know what they're debating. It should be, yes. Yeah, we still got some of the Ten Hag backers like yourself who feel he was wrong. Absolutely. So you didn't back him, no? You weren't here defending him.
I think he got a raw deal in certain instances. I don't think it was all Ten Hag fault. But it's never that simple. It's never that simple with me. It's never just
Should he have lost his job?
At the point of when he lost his job is when he lost his job. Yeah. What?
Say that again.
At the point of when he lost his job is when he should have lost his job. Yes.
Oh. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, because he was given the opportunity to show that he could turn things around. He was given the opportunity to have. So
you don't think he should have lost his job before that?
I mean, all this talk about he should have been let go after giving you guys the FA Cup. No, I totally disagree with that.
Okay, all right.
Totally disagree with that.
Okay.
Because
do you think he should have lost his job before that whole FA Cup thing, before the run?
No.
Okay.
He gave you an FA Cup. You shouldn't. Oh, you mean whether you should have let him go before an FA Cup, like do a Spurs thing, like firing him?
No. I'm saying before, like during the season. No, forget the FA Cup. I'm saying early on in the season when we're like mid-table on that.
That's a tough one, man. What you guys end up finishing? You guys finished 8th?
Yeah. Our worst ever league finish.
Oh, this guy. First world problems.
I'm just saying facts. Hey, why is it first world problems when I state facts?
Because the way you say it.
It was our worst ever league finish. How else can I say it?
Okay, worst ever league finish 8th.
It was our worst ever league finish.
Ooh. Like, look at all the other clubs in the Prem, and we're all hearing that you finished 8th. Like,
that's why all the other teams have not had success in the modern era. Like,
no, I get that, but also recognize on how how privileged and lucky you were for your worst Prem finish to be 8th.
Yeah,
like really, when you really deep it, like, come on.
Well, we should have kept him. Phil Foden, we looked tired at the end. The last 20, 30 minutes, we looked a little leggy. They put pressure on, longer balls into the box, and I don't think we cope with the physicality at the end. It's one of the toughest places to come, different challenges, man to man, long balls, physicality. It's a challenging place, and I was happy with the performance when we went 1-0 up. It was a bit disappointing after we let our form slip, giving easy balls away, something to learn from and move on to the next game. Thoughts on Phil Foden's comments?
Yo, I mean, man spoke like a leader. Phil Foden spoke like a leader, and you want that honesty. You want that. Listen, you can recognize what you're doing well, and you also want to be able to speak about the things that you need to improve on. I get why a lot of people take shots at Foden. They want to take shots at him because he's so polished. Like, he's, again, first world problems. He's been at a club and he's been able to.
He's like you, man, polished, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I mean, nah. I got a lot.
Office, man. I don't call you Rashad Tate for no reason, man. But we move. Go on.
No, I got a lot to learn, but I mean, I am choosing.
So humble as well. I mean, that's another one of your characters. So humble.
See, Flawless has set me up, so I'm just gonna remain. I'm gonna remain in the camo. I'm camouflaged, and I'm not gonna expose my gun just yet. Foden, he said the right things, and honestly, the game that he had was very good. You saw life of Haaland, KDB, and Foden, right? So I really like what he had to say, and he was right. I mean, the legginess was unfortunate. I don't know if you make so many subs in the defense, though. That's just it. And the one thing that I said early in the show.
This is what we calling him, man. Well, that's what Vader's calling him. Polished.
Foden is a young player, but he's a vet.
I need to get you in the Bayesian show, you know. I need to do the crossover with the Bayesian lot as well. But carry on.
Yo, large up to them as well. Quality guys. I'm just saying, he's a young player, but he's been around for a long time. You know what I mean? So for what he was able to observe, for what he pointed out, it's all where it's like, listen, yeah, we got to fix up. Casual FC, you know what it is.
Big up Casually for the raid. Big up Marshall, man. Salute to everyone who's just joined over from the raid. So whether it's Casually FC, whether it's Saeed, whether it's Northside, appreciate all the raids. Let's run up the likes, people. Just under 380 of you lot in here. We're only at 79 likes. Let's get us up to 120, man. Let's get us up to 120, man. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to Vega Games TV as well. Link is in the title. So click the link in the title. Subscribe to Vega Games TV.
Special things to come on the channel, guys. Special things to come in 2025. I think with regards to Casual FC, good looking out. I mean, we're supposed to be brothers. He doesn't always.
He said, "Big up Vega, stay away from my club." So you ain't brothers no more.
No, we ain't brothers, man. This guy's fraudulent. We're supposed to be cool, blue, but this.
Blue brothers, so blue. Oh.
I'm just. Hey, listen, with the red cartel out there, don't make your face up like that. Don't make your face up like you don't know.
Red cartel. Who's the red cartel?
You know exactly who the red cartel is.
I have no idea who the red cartel is. You're gonna have to enlighten me, my brother.
The clubs, as close brothers as we're supposed to be with regards to Casual FC and Chelsea. The red cartel are the clubs that didn't want Chelsea to get at the table. The red cartels are the clubs that didn't want us to keep
Ten Hag, man. It makes sense. I hear you, Marshall.
This guy's a
joke. I bet you said.
No. I never said you need to keep Poch. But when we have the conversation, when you're breaking down a game, when you're looking at what happened in the 90 minutes, I don't just want to hear everything being crashed out on the manager. Show me some balance, Marshall.
I forgot your manager defense league still. Yeah.
I want balance, because again, when we've all played before, sometimes you gotta actually take a step back and be like, nah, this guy screwed up. And it's not just, this manager chose to play him. It's not that argument is so lazy. Sometimes it's on the player.
Man, everyone knows your game. That's the funniest shit. Marshall, Bajan Pops, me. We see it, man.
My God.
This guy back Poch, back Ten Hag. Like, all right, cool.
I just want
Napoleon, I'm gonna get to you. I did see the email. I got you. I'm gonna get to you this week. Promise. Got you, my guy. Got you.
Go large up. No, I'm just all for a balanced conversation. You know what I mean? That's all that it is.
Sometimes there's no balance to be had when it comes to certain managers and certain records, certain things they're doing. That's
Now,
why
over a scope of time, I get it. But if we're doing a game, if we're doing 90 minutes,
yeah,
I'm
100%.
going to point out.
But no one's. It's never 100% on
No, but
somebody.
sometimes it is. Talking to a man like Marshall, sometimes it's like, listen, but how you?
Bro, it's never. Marshall would have never said it's 100% on Poch. I can guarantee that.
Do
You would have
you
never
know-
said it's
you know
100% on Poch.
You know what's crazy?
Go on.
I think Poch had the bet. He may have had the best or second best second half to the season last year.
I think he did something like that.
The way Chelsea closed out the second half of the season, they were either best or second best.
Facts.
You think Marshall and these Chelsea fans talked about what the manager was doing to close out the year like that? No. Everything was a crashing. Everything was get this guy out. Everything was this guy's trash.
Do you think he should have lost his job? Or do you think he should have lost his job when he lost his job?
I think he made the right decision not to continue working at Chelsea.
Okay.
Because Poch had the opportunity to, again, they had the conversation. They mutually separated, right?
Mhm.
There was a mutual agreement to part ways.
Mutual.
So I think Poch made the right decision to leave Chelsea. And guess what? Guess what Marshall's on the brink of doing? Guess what Chelsea fans are on the brink of doing with Maresca right now?
Which is outrageous, to be honest.
Right?
Yeah,
Right? They're ready. They're ready to put the guillotine on this guy.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Which is outrageous.
They need to show this
people
man.
People are ready to do that.
He's a Pep disciple. Show this man some patience.
I had people tell me Amorim out after game 1. After the Ipswich. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, they
tell
might
me
they were 10 hangers. Maybe they were.
Tell me Amorim's not the guy. After one game.
I still think that I need to see more of Amorim before I do say he's the guy. But
he still has to improve.
Yeah. He has to improve. I think I need to see him take away the trial and errors that I've seen him make, and I have no problem with the manager making mistakes, because how else you figure out when to use them, whether you can trust them in tense situations, whether you can bring them on and have impact. I'm okay with the manager figuring all that out. I just want to see whether he learns from it, whether he doesn't, But yeah, Amorim's good. Maresca's good.
I've liked what I've seen from Maresca, even though he needs to fix up because managers make mistakes.
Yes.
So far, so good. And man ain't even saying it in the chat. But speaking of managers who people have run out of patience with, your boy Mikel Arteta's thoughts. Because you backed him. Should Mikel Arteta be sacked? Vale Games TV.
Should he be sacked at this point in the season?
Yeah, I'm asking you the question. Should he be sacked in your opinion?
That's premature.
Okay, if they win nothing at the end of this season, should he be sacked?
If they win nothing at the end of the season and it happens to be a loss in a Champions League final, I would say no.
Okay, do you think Arteta is making a Champions League final? No, you don't. You don't. You
when I see the likes of a Real Madrid get slapped from Barca, I don't know how this Champions League might play out. I really don't know.
You think that's the top 2 best teams in Europe?
No, but the way they're trying to defend,
you think they're top 4?
No.
You think they're better than you?
In Champions League knockout stages,
are they better than you? If you were to face them in the next round, which we'll get to because we don't even know if you lot are going to be there, do you think you go out to them?
We'll be there.
I don't know about that.
Are those sweets going to your head? What do you?
I don't know about that. Hey, but Scalio just turned up at PSG, mate. Hey, you forgot about that one.
We got to advance. That's gonna be a hype game. Are you gonna do a watch along for that?
Of course.
Yeah,
that will be there. Oh yeah. Ultimately, I need you lot out. Not in top 24.
I think that could be the worst thing for the Prem if we're out of Champions League.
Cool. Why? Because of the coefficients and we're all one.
No. I'm just saying Pep only have the focus domestically. That's a problem.
And that ain't my issue. I ain't concerned about that. We ain't nowhere near the top of the table anyway.
It's going to be a problem because I think us out of Champions League.
That sounds like a them problem. That ain't a me problem.
Yeah. Okay. Short-sighted, but
why is that a problem for me?
I hear it. I mean, that will us out of the Champions League. That will cement top 4 because that's all we'll be focused on. Obviously, we'll have the FA Cup. But
back to it, man. Back to it. Mikel Arteta, because we know. So let's call it. We know they ain't winning a trophy. They ain't making no Champions League final. Should he be sacked by the end of the season?
Why are we counting them out of the League Cup? Why are we doing that?
Are you counting them in the League Cup? You think they can turn it around?
Well, there's many weeks to transpire before they have to play that second leg.
So I'll ask you again. Do you think they can turn it around against?
Yeah,
Newcastle?
I think they could turn it around. I think they can. I
you
think they
put money on them turning it around against Newcastle.
I'm not a
You're not a
betting
gambling man,
myself,
but if you had a pound to do it, would you do it? If you had a pound to place on one of them, who you place in the pound then?
I'd rather answer that question a week out. But if Saka,
I love this, man. It's selling. Hey, he's been selling you Arsenal fans Kool-Aid. This is great. Saka won't be there. Saka will not be there.
There's no chance of Saka being back.
No.
I'm hearing a lot of movement in this January transfer window. So depending on how
they've had one shot in there in like their last 3 appearances there or something, like one shot on target at St. James's Park or something crazy.
On target or one goal?
No, I think it's like one shot on target, not even a one goal. Something crazy like that. It might be one goal. But
they'll have like 3 set pieces.
So they go in there. They go there and win it 3-0. Yeah.
All they need to do, they just need to win 2-0 and send it to, and then they'll go to extra time penalties.
Yeah, right? Because penalty suits them. You know what I'm saying? We've noticed that.
Yo, this flawless is vicious. Nah, I'm gonna say I'm not counting them out. But with regards to Arteta,
so there's you and there's like Ty who are not counting them out. But all right, let's say hypothetically they go out to Newcastle. Okay, let's say hypothetically they go out to Newcastle, which I don't think is too crazy. Maybe I'm crazy.
Yeah, Let me know. They could. I'm not.
So let's say, so there's a small chance they could go out.
Newcastle quality.
Because Arsenal are a quality side and they can go to Newcastle.
And had it not been for the red cartel in this PSR, then Newcastle would be off.
Who knows? Yeah, man. So let's say hypothetically they go out of the League Cup. They can't get back into the FA Cup because we already dumped them out of that. Premier League, let's say hypothetically they don't win that. And they don't win the Champions League or get to the Champions League final or semi-final. Let's say they make the quarterfinals. Should Mikel Arteta be sacked?
I myself.
Yes, Juve against TV.
I'm leaning a lot more towards. I'm leaning a lot more. Those of you on Spotify, you got to tune into the YouTube. I'm leaning a lot more towards firing him because of this. Because I looked at what happened this past summer. I looked at what the most efficient ownership in the Prem did. I looked at the most efficient owners in the Prem hire a manager and essentially get one player and turn around a performance. Turn around a performance to where they are, I believe, 6 points leading in January for the Prem. FSG have shown that, you know what? You don't need a crazy influx of players. You don't need to be breaking bank and doing transfer after transfer. FSG showed that sometimes you just need to go out and get the right manager. As good as the manager that you currently have is, as legendary as the best Prem manager that you could have, you still can go out there and get unknown or maybe less known manager, fresh ideas, someone that wants to prove something and get a result. So I'm leaning towards, you know what? I'm leaning towards the Cronkies being like, we got the talent here. We got the players here. Maybe we just need to change.
You think the Arsenal squad is good enough to go win a league?
Yeah, they were 2 points from winning the league. They were better than this. They were better than this Liverpool squad last season. Mm-hmm. I think if they go out and get a manager, they can have a similar turnaround.
You think it's just a manager thing?
I think the manager and his light bulb ideas and his pickpockets at the start of the season and him trying to decide to win the dog to try to inspire. I think some of these ideas have run flat. I think the same way Klopp was like he didn't know what more to do. I keep putting Trent inverted. I don't know what to do with Szoboszlai. I can't seem to get a tune out of Nunez. You get Slot, new manager, getting results. I think Cronkies and Arsenal.
The Arsenal squad is good enough. It's crazy. Let me just say this now, loud and clear.
Wait, what are you doing, man? Why are you doing this? Why are you ignoring what this squad did that was better than Liverpool last year? Why?
I'm not ignoring it.
You moving like the squad ain't good enough. You talking like they ain't good enough.
Because it's not, because that's why they didn't do it.
No, but Flawless, listen, the Liverpool squad didn't do it last year either, and look how good they're looking now.
Have the Liverpool squad done it previously before that?
No, they're different players. Different players. Let's not do that.
Is the spine pretty much the same?
You had a spine of players that obviously had won Champions League and have won the Prem before. Yes. Yeah. But They still fell short to this
Yeah.
squad. They still fell short to this Arsenal squad that don't have any of that experience.
But the point I'm making is you love giving credit to people coming close. Why did I say last season, the season before, when Arsenal were top of the league for 93% of the time, I said Arsenal will not win the league?
Yeah,
why could I so confidently say that?
Because you knew Superman was in the building. You were
When
confidently able to say that because you knew this club was going to win it. That's why.
When did Superman would start wearing blue and white? When did this happen? I missed that part. You know what I'm saying? When did Superman start wearing blue and white? Someone let me know. I'm not clued up. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they changed Superman's colors.
Yeah,
I didn't know Superman's home was next to ours, but we moved.
Earth 2. No, I'm just saying the same way you want to give credit to they haven't done it, right?
Yeah,
Liverpool haven't done it yet.
But they will.
Yeah, but you're saying they will because you know how poor I'm looking right now. If I wasn't looking this poor, you're not saying Liverpool's winning
because you're a quality side.
Yeah, so
what?
That's what kept this Arsenal from winning it though. So I just want to point out the reason why
there's always going to be somebody who's better than them because they are not good enough. That's why. That's the point I'm making. Last year, I'm 0-3 on this. Not so necessarily against you, but a certain Arsenal fans have been debating, oh, you just hate and because United.
There is a portion of that. You are a hater.
It's not a portion of hate. Am I right?
You can be both. You're a hater.
Why am I a hater? Right. Why am I a hater for stating facts? Someone explain that to me, please.
It's because you can say you're not winning it for such and such reasons, as opposed to saying you're not going to win it.
I stated facts.
No, but you're saying you're not winning it because it's Arsenal, or you're saying you're not winning it because of Arteta.
I'm saying it because they're not good enough. That's why I said they're not.
I think
let me just say this: any Premier League side that is starting Kai Havertz week in, week out as their number 9 is not winning a Premier League. Let me repeat that. Any Premier League side that is starting Kai Havertz as their number 9.
He's a Champions League winner, man.
Week out, let me land, is not winning the Premier League. Timo Werner is a Champions League winner. Mason Mount's a Champions League winner.
Yeah, but Brian
Brewster is a Champions League winner.
Kai Havertz was actually involved in the goal, though.
Cool. Yeah, cool. That don't change what I've said. I'm not talking Champions League. Competition is a whole different thing.
But I'm just saying the quality of player. You're pointing out a few things where
are Arsenal winning the league this season, in your opinion?
Are they winning it? In my opinion,
yes.
Doesn't look so right now.
Okay. Did you think they were going to win the league last year?
No.
Did you think they were going to win the league before?
No.
Okay. So what are we debating about? You don't think they're good enough either?
I think, but it's only because I knew that I was better.
Okay, so regardless of that, you don't think they're good enough. So what's the difference?
The reason why they're not good enough this year is when we speak about your star, your gem, your focal point is out.
Who?
The heart is out. Yeah, Saka's out.
That's Saka the past 2 years as well.
Yeah, they were 2 points short last year.
Short. They were what?
They were 2 points short. Flawless. Hold on. So hold on. When Liverpool failed to win it by 1, you're then saying they're not good enough to win the Prem?
Absolutely. That season they weren't good enough to win the Prem.
Yeah, but they're capable of winning the Prem.
No, they are, because they're a better side than Arsenal.
Flawless, but they weren't better than Arsenal the last 2 years, and look at where Liverpool are now.
Okay, so I killed this one dead. Is that Arsenal side better than that Liverpool side? That was the Arsenal side that finished 2 points off. Is that side better than the Liverpool side who finished a point off?
No,
exactly.
But the league isn't that good either. I'm not as good as
the league isn't. Yeah, I hear the league isn't.
No. City aren't as good as that team that trumped or that beat out Liverpool by 1 point. We're not that good. Arsenal could have won this league because
could have. Are they good enough to?
They were good enough to do it.
No,
short.
no.
They were. Oh my god!
If they were good enough to, they would have.
See, this is where you start going to your result analysis as opposed to looking at the squad of players in the competition.
I looked at the squad. That's why I thought he could win it. I looked at the squad.
So many things that happened within a season. Arsenal were good enough to win it. Arteta was capable of winning it.
That's in your opinion.
Okay.
And guess what? That was proven wrong. Because did they win it? No, they're about to go 0-3. How much money has he spent?
So hold on.
How much money has he spent? Wait. How much money has he spent?
He's been there for 5 years. He spent like almost 800 million.
Okay, so he spent 800 million and he's still not got a squad that's capable of winning the league.
Yeah, but
that's on him.
But this is where I'm very different. I could care less whether the manager's been there this long for how much the club has spent, because the club is going to spend year after year. So if I'm going to be looking at United, for example, I'm not going to say, oh, Amrin only spent such and such when he gets transferred.
Tell me a manager that's had his backing over that length of time.
What do you mean managers get fired? The fact that he's been there for that length of time I'm not going to hold it against him. Why would we hold that against him?
I'm proving the point of he shouldn't have been there that long. You're proving my point because he's not good enough.
No.
How you in phase 5 of your product and can't beat? How's the managers around you winning trophies?
Well, after you finish second 2 years, that's not to say, hey, get out of here. You fell short by 2 points.
How did you
arguably the best English squad we've seen in Manchester City?
No, them City teams are nowhere near the levels of previous City sides. Let's not do that. How did you fall short?
Okay, so you're agreeing with me to then point out that they were capable of winning. If we weren't as good,
no, they wasn't capable. That's the whole point that I'm making. Wait, hold up. No. If Liverpool would have faced the City sides that Arsenal have faced, they would have won those 2 league titles. If you take them 2 Liverpool sides that came close to you by a point, and you put them in those 2 seasons,
we're not doing that. No, we're not. Now you're doing that. That's way too much of a what if, because then we could do if Liverpool were challenging at the time of City and the Centurions, then no one would have expected this Liverpool to do anything. Like, we're not going to time. We're not going to chop it up that way.
We can dress it up all we want. The facts of the matter is Arsenal haven't won a league title because they're not good enough to. You can dress it up all you want. They are not good enough to. That's why they can't win a league title. That's why I can say, I said at the start of this season, I said Arsenal won't win a league title. I said at the start of last season, Arsenal won't win a league title. I said at the start of the season before, Arsenal won't win a league title. I said Arsenal will not win a major. Wait, let me land and then you can ask me the question. Arsenal will not win a major honor with Mikel Arteta at the helm. What are we talking about? Well, go and ask me the question. That's less for you. That's more for anyone listening.
I got you. Yeah, you've been right, and I keep pointing out you've been right because of this. You've been right because of this.
Whoever.
But it's not a whoever, because had it not flawless. The reason why it's not a whoever is because had it not been had it not been for us, they're winning the league.
Cool. I'm like, cool, but you lot were about.
Yes, but to say that they're not capable of.
They didn't do it. If you are capable, you do it.
You can't be 2 points short and not be capable of doing it.
Yes,
you can't be 2 points short and not think that they're good enough to do it.
Yes,
so if the COVID year didn't happen and Liverpool didn't win their title, you'd be looking at Liverpool and saying that they don't have a manager. Pardon?
But Liverpool are better than Arsenal.
No, I
they were much better. They had a team
before they won it.
Hold up. When a Liverpool fan said around them times we can win the league, I look at their manager and I look at their team and I go, yes, you are capable. Genuinely. You are a genuine threat. Arsenal, you can dress it up all you want with 2 points. They fell short because they're not good enough. You know what Liverpool did? Actually won major honors. Because you know what Liverpool did the season before the Premier League? What did they win?
Yeah, they won.
What did they win?
They won the chance, but flawless. So before they won the champs, you believe that they could have won the league? Before they won the league, you thought they could win the league?
Yes.
Okay. So because
look at the players they had. Of course.
Okay. So when you look at an Arsenal that
They're not
no,
good enough.
hear me out. When you
Go
look
on.
at an Arsenal that were, I think, 1 goal or 2 goals short of matching their best goal scoring season. When you
Go
look
on.
at an Arsenal that defended the way they did, when you look at an Arsenal that on the final day lost by 2 points, you're comfortably sitting there and being like, this manager, this squad of players are not good enough to win the Prem?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is what I've been saying. This is why when they was on top of the league for 93% of the
That's a
time,
different season.
No, I'm just saying, even though that let me know I need, you will not get a better opportunity than that. You will not get a better opportunity. This manager and those players are not good enough. Whereas the Liverpool team, I can look at the squad they have and go, yeah, you lot are serious. You lot are capable of winning a Premier League and Champions League. And you know what they did, Vale? To shut up anyone who had any doubts. Won a Champions League and won a Prem. They won them both.
Until they won, I'm just saying, until they won the Prem.
Until they won, people would have had merit in saying what they're saying, but I can only talk for me because this is me and you talking.
Yeah.
If someone would have said to me, I looked at their team and went, are they capable of winning a Premier League and a Champions League? Yes.
Yeah. So
look at the manager they have and look at the players they have. Are they capable? Yes.
Okay.
I look at Arsenal, I look at the manager I have, and I look at the players and I have, and I go, no, you're not capable. Whether it's 1 point, whether it's 10 points, whether it's 50 points, 100 points.
They led the league by with 93%.
Yes.
They lost to Saliba and crashed out and didn't win the league. They then followed the next season and brought in a Declan Rice record transfer. And then that following season they lost on the final day by 2 points. I get it. I'm not going to agree, but I hear your logic. I hear your point of view. I'm not going to sit here.
It's because it's your boy, man. I get it.
No, but I'm looking at football. I'm not going to sit here and be like, you know what? They strengthened from the season before. They went to the final day and lost by 2 points to this Manchester City. I'm not going to sit here when they were the better performing manager and club to a Liverpool that have the spine and had this manager that had won it all before.
Did they strengthen where they needed to?
Did who strengthen?
Arsenal. You said they strengthened. Did they strengthen where they needed to?
They strengthened and improved. Could they have done more? Of course, every club could have done more.
No. Forget more. Did Arsenal strengthen where they needed to? So where's the striker then?
They scored flawless. They didn't get a striker, but it's the same way that Manchester City didn't get a striker. Pep does a false 9, and we still go on to win. They didn't get a striker. Hold on. No. But hold on. They don't go out and get a striker, but then they have one of their best scoring seasons of team. Hold on. Best scoring seasons when matching to when Arsene Wenger had all of the quality that he had. That's what Arteta was able to do. So that's why it's that balance in terms of I can see.
But the attack fell short when they needed it to. In critical moments in that season, the attack fell short. You know why the attack fell short, Vale? Because the attack's not good enough.
You think the attack fell short?
The attack fell short, yes.
Okay.
The attack fell short, yes. If you can't beat Fulham home and away, guess what? Your attack fell short. Because that's what cost them in the league. You 2 points, remember? It was 2 points, correct?
Yeah, it was 2 points.
You mentioned they failed to beat Fulham home and away. So your attack fell short against Fulham.
Because
or you could say your defense. Either or, they didn't strengthen enough. More so it's your attack.
But flawless, hold on.
Well,
I've seen games where I have an amazing attack. And in that game, my attack doesn't deliver. I'm not looking at my team and being like, my attack's not good enough. I can recognize. Hold on. Let me finish my point. Because I can recognize that my attackers on that day did not perform. I've seen players with pressure applied to them not deliver. So it's not sometimes like
false equivalency. It's a false equivalency because your attack didn't cost you. Your attack was good enough to get you over the line because it got you over the line. Their attack didn't get them over the line.
No, now you're doing results again. If they've delivered game after game after game, if they've been able to,
they didn't deliver enough. They didn't deliver enough.
But I can see that even when I have the best talent.
They didn't. How many goals did they get in the season you're talking about?
I don't know.
Let's say it was 91. Let's say it was 91.
Yeah, something crazy. Something very close to what.
So let's say it was 91. If they would have got 94, they would have won the league. You know what? A better attack would have got them probably 94, 95, and they win the league. Because your attack can be great, but still not good enough to win you a league title. That's what you're failing to comprehend when we're having this conversation.
No.
Your attack can be sensational. It can have sensational output. But when needs must, when you needed it over 2 games, forget City, even forget Villa, Fulham, home and away. When your attack needs to deliver, guess what? Twice it didn't, and it cost you the league.
So when you,
because it's not good enough overall.
So you looking at that is because when they do go out, when they do go out and have a Kai Havertz that scores the way he scores, when they do have a Saka, when they have a fall off of a Martinelli, when they have a Trossard who can play better as a sub than as a starter, we can all easily say you didn't go out and get good enough players. But they obviously performed. They performed. No, but flawless. I can easily do that of my team as well. We can all do that.
Did you fall short?
If I
did you win the league?
I didn't win Champions
League. You mean
League.
This season? Are you talking about this season?
I'm saying when a team falls short,
but that's
we all easily. No, but we can all easily say.
No. That's fair. When you went out to Real Madrid, when De Bruyne and Haaland said they were tired and got pulled off, hey, have better attackers come off the bench. Who replaced them? Who was it? You remember who came on for those?
No, I can't remember who.
Okay, so yes, to my point, when you fall short in a competition, so we'll use the Premier League and Champions League, you can look at it and go, our attackers didn't do what they were supposed to, or sometimes defenses, but we're talking here from an attacking standpoint. Why you mentioned, who did you mention? Saka, Havertz, Martinelli, Trossard. I can tell you that quartet is not good enough to win you a Premier League title. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. Whether they scored 95 goals, whether they scored 85, 75, 65. Same way I sat on this platform and told you this Manchester United team is terrible and they've got no chance of top 4. You was like, well, I'm listening to people who are talking about United and saying United can finish top 4. We are 14th. You know what I'm saying? We are 10 places away from 4th. What are we talking about here? Why we just open our eyes and see Martinelli, Trossard, Havertz, Saka, Odegaard is not good enough to get you over the line to win a Premier League. And to substitute and to add to that, you have Mikel Arteta in charge.
I don't know.
Not Pep. Wait, let me land. Not Pep. Not Sir Alex Ferguson. Not Ancelotti. You don't have one of the GOATs where you go, hey, you know what? Maybe we can do something because we have a GOAT in charge. You don't have a GOAT in charge. You don't have a baby GOAT. You got a man with his L plate.
This league's been won without GOAT managers. What are we doing here?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So the possibility.
Name an attack that's worse than the Arsenal attack that won the league. Don't worry, I'll wait.
I can't give much props to the Chelsea that won the league
with Eden Hazard. That Chelsea attack.
You're talking about one. You're talking about one player.
Eden Hazard.
You're talking about one player. Eden Hazard is like Saka. What are we doing?
Saka's like who?
If we're talking about importance to a squad, no. Don't try to twist it. If we're talking about the importance to a player, if we're going to talk about who's going to have an impact,
name the Chelsea attack. Who else? I'll ask you the question again. Name me an Arsenal attack that's better than an attack that won the Premier League.
Name an Arsenal attack.
Name an Arsenal attack currently constructed, anyone over the last 3 years. Name an Arsenal attack from the last 3 years, including this one, that is better than an attack that won the Premier League. Don't worry, I'll wait. We go on that.
Other than Van Persie, how nice was your attack?
We had Wayne Rooney.
He wasn't Wayne anymore.
He's still better than anyone in Arsenal's attack.
Off of name, I don't think he was playing like that at the time.
That Wayne Rooney
wasn't that back problem Wayne.
The back problem Wayne is still better than anyone in the Arsenal attack.
Okay.
Van Persie, games, I go one further.
If,
Replace AAA, I go one further, Vega.
yeah.
Take Havertz out and put Van Persie in that side. I'll still win that league.
Okay. But
so to my point,
but
Rooney and Van Persie, I don't even need to know the rest of the attackers are miles clear of the Arsenal attack. Van Persie by himself.
But
there's no
at the same time,
Arsenal. Go on.
At the same time, you like to do this in terms of the attack is only going to fall onto your forwards and your striker.
I don't even need to know the rest. I'll check now. 1 second. What year did we win the league? 12-13. I'm going to check now. 1 second.
Because with what I want to point out with regards to the Arsenal conversation,
we're getting back to the question as well, because
the understanding that these players.
Hold up 1 second.
This squad, that team.
Attackers. All right. So
yeah.
Bear in mind, we just had a better team and the GOAT manager, so we're not going to argue with that.
So, yeah, you guys had won it before.
Oh, you know who else we had as well in that team? Dimitar Berbatov. I forgot. We had Berbatov in that team. Go on. Yeah. Havertz is better than Berbatov.
You had to send Sir Alex Ferguson out with a win, so you had to.
So we had Berbatov. So these are the attackers. I'm not saying they were all good. Wait, was Fingy there at this time? Oh no, that's a different person. Hold up 1 second. Hold up. Hey, you know who else we had in our attack? Javier Hernandez. We had Hernandez in our attack. So we had Robin Van Persie, Wayne Rooney, Berbatov, Hernandez. That's not to mention Paul Scholes or Michael Carrick.
You think that team? You think that team would have won the Prem last year?
Say that again.
You think that team would have won the Prem last year?
Yes, 100%.
That team's beating City.
Yeah, that version of City, yes, 100%.
Okay,
100%. Previous versions, whole different conversation, because that 12-13 side wasn't good. Kind of like City. It was a good City side, but it weren't like a phenomenal City side.
Yeah.
Ours wasn't phenomenal. But back to the question at hand, because we ain't going to bypass it. Name me an Arsenal attack. Name me an attack that's won the Premier League that is worse than the Arsenal attack. Don't worry, we'll wait. Man had Rooney, Hernandez, Van Persie, Welbeck, Scholes, Carrick, Nani, Ashley Young.
I think the challenge here is because of the establishedness of the names.
Forget this. I didn't bring this up. You brought this up, by the way.
Yeah, I brought it up because I didn't think that
I'm waiting for an answer.
No, but at the same time, because I didn't think that their attack was way off. Their attack isn't way off, Wallace.
You don't think their attack is way off to win a league? Herein there lies the problem, because you can't name one that is better than.
No, it's not. But it has nothing to do with it.
Of course, you have to. It has to be close to.
No, because it's going to come down to names. If you want to look at statistically, if you look at how they performed with how they were able to score in attack, goals for, that was a very good Arsenal team. Goals for, if we want to start going on,
very good.
Which teams have? Hold on.
Guess what? Go on.
Which teams have had more goals for over past seasons? Arsenal, maybe not by name, but by squad, by efficiency, were very good scorers.
I'm surprised Leicester.
Leicester weren't worse. No, I wasn't even going to do that. Leicester were.
I'm surprised you didn't. I'm surprised.
No, Vardy was on a madness. Mahrez was killing it.
I know why you wouldn't, because Mahrez is your guy.
No, it's not. See, no,
That's the way you think.
No, Mahrez is your guy. Do that. Those guys were lighting it. They were lighting it up.
Just want to clarify, Yash. No, Leicester's was better. Mahrez
was better.
Mahrez was world class. Arsenal don't have a world class attacker, and you're missing my point. Just because an attack scores more goals does not necessarily mean that's the better attack. Because meaningful goals, you can back. You know what Arsenal did a lot last season. You know what they did? Battered them cannon for the teams 4-0, 5-0. 6-0. That's all well and good. Which you need to do. However, on the flip side, importance of goals. You can't just be a flat track bully. But back to my point, since you brought it up, Neymar asked the fact that you think that attacking 5 is good enough is crazy to win a league. Crazy.
Flawless.
Go on.
I don't know Arsenal's history, but that was one of their best scoring teams in the history of Arsenal in the Premier.
Oh, was it their best team?
No, it's not their best. I'm never claiming it's their best attacking team.
Was it their best attack?
It was one of their.
It was
with
their best
regards to
scoring team, yes. No, in terms of goals forward, I'm hearing that.
yeah,
Was it their best attack?
I'm not going to sit here and say it's their best attack
Because we
when
should
that
use
team has
sensible words
had
not to say that knowing this is live stream. So you're proving my point. That
no
Arsenal team scored more goals than any other Arsenal team. Correct?
flawless.
No,
Okay,
wait,
no,
because I'm just gonna use your
what
logic against
they
you.
scored, they were one of the best
They did.
scoring Arsenal
They
teams
did.
to other
No, of ever.
other
They
Arsenal
they
prem
are
teams.
they are
Yes,
the Arsenal
yes.
team that have scored the most ever, but it's not the best Arsenal attacking side. So it goes to show you stats don't matter entirely when it comes to this conversation.
No, but I never just focus it on the attack. You're the one that talked about they weren't good enough in their attack
Oh
to
no,
win the
we can
Prem.
talk about. All right, I'll flip it one better. Another reason why they weren't going to win the Premier League, and I've said this and will continue to say this from the Premier League's inception since 1992 all the way up until now. No Premier League side, apart from Blackburn Rovers, has won the Premier League without having at least one world-class central midfielder. Some of the time two, but a minimum of one. There isn't one Premier League side outside of Blackburn Rovers that have done that. And you know what Arsenal don't have in their midfield? A world-class midfielder.
Okay.
That's also why they won't win the league.
They don't have any of that, and they were 2 points.
They fell short.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when we
Yes.
take an objective, logical approach and look at a manager gaining a year in experience, a squad that doesn't have a world-class player but could possibly go out and get a world-class player, and then someone wants to ask me, do you think that Arsenal could win a Prem? If they need
No, because they didn't go and get. I said this in the summer. If they
so
would
when
have went and
someone
got,
says yes, so flawless. So when someone says if they
didn't.
don't have that, if someone says
They don't have
another year of experience with Arteta, a world-class player in the midfield, a striker, to say, you know what, could they go out and win it?
They didn't do these things. They didn't go out and get.
But if the club chooses not to fire the manager because they're going to go out and do this, you can understand why. You can understand why they're
never doing it. Arsenal were never going to go do that.
Arsenal are never going to go out and get another better attacking player. Arsenal are never going to go out and get
in the same window. No, because they don't do that because they're not interested in spending that type of money to do so. And it's the last time Arsenal have done that. Tell me. They've fallen short twice and haven't done everything in their power to try and get over the line.
Who's world class in Liverpool's midfield?
When they won the league, Fabinho.
No, currently.
Fabinho.
Currently.
Szoboszlai, sorry.
McAllister.
No, not McAllister. What's his face?
Gravenberch.
He's been playing at a world-class level.
It's a purple patch. It's a purple patch. He's not world-class.
A long-ass purple patch.
What are we?
Long-ass purple patch. You don't think he's been one of the best midfielders?
Not world-class. I'm not saying he's world-class.
Is he top class?
He's quality. That's the most I'm giving.
Okay, if he carries on this season, is it a world class? Is he in world class form? Because you say purple patch.
No.
He's not in world class form. So what form is he in?
I wouldn't say that he's.
Is he in top class form?
He's not the best. He's not the best DM in the world. I wouldn't do that.
I didn't say best DM in the world.
Well, that's how I would consider world class. You'd have to be the best in the world.
He's top class.
Look,
and I did say there is exceptions to the rule. If Liverpool do it, but you know what Liverpool have around him? Other world-class players.
Yes.
You know what Arsenal don't have? World-class players. You just proving my point over and over again.
I think you can have players on the brink. You can have players that are hold on, let me say this. I think you can have players that are going to establish themselves to be world-class. The same way we want to look at Leicester, right? We want to look at Leicester. We want to look at what Conte did over there. We want to look at the season that Mahrez had. We want to look at the madness that Vardy was on. Like when we look at Saliba, when we look at Gabriel, when we look at before injured Saka, when we looked at actually doing his thing in Odegaard before the injury, because this is a return from injury Odegaard. I'm a little more balanced in saying I can see the quality at Arsenal on why I think they are capable of winning a Prem.
Okay, but you'll never put money on them winning the Prem.
Say again?
You'll never put money on them winning a Prem. You'll never have them as favorites. You've never had them as favorites. So somebody has to fall off for them to win it. in your opinion?
Arsenal
'Cause you've
fell off
never
this season. Arsenal injury-wise fell off this season. If
injuries.
Arsenal play like they did last year, they're running away with this.
Cool, that's last year.
Yeah, but that's how simple it is. That's how quick it is. Look at Liverpool
Why they
last
not
year.
playing like it? Why they not playing like this last year?
But
Why they
look at Liverpool.
what about
Arsenal,
different manager?
Liverpool weren't able to catch exactly.
Cool,
So,
all well and good. The point I'm making still stands. You've never had Arsenal first on your prediction list.
yeah, that's because I always have my club first.
Never. But you don't have your club first now.
Flawless. That's like saying
No. You don't have your club first now, do you?
not currently.
So who's first right now?
Liverpool are first right now.
No. Who on your prediction list is first right now? If we do a prediction, there's been half the season played. We're doing a prediction. Who do you have winning the league right now?
Right now, it'd have to be a tremendous disaster run. I have Liverpool winning the league right now.
Okay. That's do I.
Yeah.
Why not Arsenal?
Because of the injuries I'm seeing over there.
Why who just won? It's just Saka.
Saka's huge to that though.
It's just Saka.
And my
injury, but don't say injury, say injury because it's just Saka.
No, it's not just Saka. It's
so
Saka,
who's missing?
It's Timber. Saka, Timber. They're low on bodies. They got no Jesus. Jesus ACL on the other knee.
First teamer for them. Jesus don't start for them. It's not first team.
He was starting for them.
No, as of recent, but everybody fit and available, he don't start for them.
Everybody fit. I think they probably go Saka, Havertz, Martinelli.
Yes, 2 of the 3 of those are still there.
Okay, they got an injured.
I think they got all of their midfields there. Their right backs missing, and everybody else. 2 players from their start.
I think Calafiori, their left back. I think Timber, their right back. The 2 additions.
No. Ben White's their right back.
No, he's not. Timber is.
Ben White's just been injured. Ben White's their right back.
The season that they fell short with Ben White, they went out and got Timber the following year. Timber happened to get hurt. Timber should be the starter. It should be Calafiori. It should be Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba, and Timber.
The point I'm making is they got all these injuries. They got 3 players missing. They got 3 first teamers missing
because they don't have the depth.
Why don't they have the depth at 800 million spent?
See, this spend conversation, it's ridiculous.
No.
You're better than this. You're better than this.
Don't bypass the question. Why don't you have the depth at 800 million spent?
The same reason that Chelsea don't have the depth with $1 billion something spent.
So they spend it poorly, is what you're telling me.
You can spend it and still you can.
So you spend it poorly. No. Answer the question. So you spend it poorly, like Chelsea have.
When you spend it and you don't have available bodies because they're injured, is that
who's injured? Yes, because we're talking 3 players from their starting lineup, and you're saying it's a disaster and they can't win the league after 800 million spent. How many players have they bought?
Wanyari, or I'm probably killing his name. He's injured. Who came out to play them?
Youth player. So you're relying on youth players, and you spend 800 million.
You're relying on the squad. You're relying.
Why is he a part of me? He should be in addition. There should be players in front of him. Where's the player in front of Wanyeri? You know where it is? There ain't one.
So okay.
I'll ask you the question again.
No, I like this because I'm gonna do the same thing for the same span of time. No, Wallace, this is what I'm gonna do though. This is what I'm gonna do. For the 5 years, because we're gonna hold the 5 years of what Arsenal have spent, because we're gonna keep reminding them 800 million. So the 5 years, for the 5 years, we're going to be like, Chelsea, where are your players for the 5 years of whatever billion you spent? For the 5 years of City, where are the players that you spent over whatever's been? Same for United, even though Amrin just came in. For whatever you spent for the 5 years, everyone's going to talk about your 900 million or billion spent. That doesn't make sense.
You're making a point, but where the difference lies with them clubs, one, you lot won stuff. So the money was well spent because you lot won. What did you win in the last 5 years? No. Tell me, because I'm going to dispel this. What did you lot win in the last 5 years? Manchester City. Tell me.
We've won everything.
No, but how many? What did you win?
We've won
in the last 5 years.
The last 5 years, we've won 4 Prems.
Okay, so 4 Premier League. How
many
Champions
Leagues? 5 years, we won it. Well, 1 Champions League.
So 1 Champions League. How many FA Cups?
1 FA Cup.
So 4 Premier Leagues, 1 Champions League, 1 FA Cup. What else? League Cup?
One League Cup, and that's
1 League Cup in the 5 years. So
Yeah.
you've spent X amount of money in the last 5 years and have won 4 Premier Leagues, 1 Champions League, 1 FA Cup, 1 League Cup. Money well spent. Manchester United.
I'm with you with the trophies, but at the same time, you can't then say where are your players? You spent such and such the last 5 years, because I'm in the same predicament. I've got injuries that I'm dealing with this season.
And what have we criticized Manchester City for? No, you, because you never criticize them, but what have others and myself criticized?
We criticize every club for not having available bodies.
No, it's not available bodies. It's about transfer windows.
Yeah, we criticize every club. Everybody cries
when they don't.
Chelsea fans cry. United fans cry. Liverpool fans cry. Arsenal fans cry. Spurs fans cry. Everybody cries.
We going off topic.
No, but I'm just saying.
You don't want to go to the point where it was going. No, because we're not moving off our title. So the original point was fantastic that you made. You said City have spent X amount of money in the past 5 years.
5 years, yeah.
You have trophies to show for it. So guess what it was? Money well spent, because it generated so many trophies. Manchester United in the past 5 years have spent money poorly. This is why we've been critical. This is why managers have been sacked. Chelsea, this is why managers have been sacked. You know what the key difference is?
Better than Arsenal because you have 2 trophies in the last 5 years?
Key difference. No, we haven't spent. We've both spent shockingly. But here's the difference. It hasn't been one man at the helm spending that money. That's where the key difference lies. Arteta is the one who spent that money over the 5 years.
We need to dead this. It's been one manager over the club's going to spend that money. One manager, changing manager is not.
Where you spend it is different. Of course it is. What are we talking about? Of course it matters.
It's whether it's a different manager or not. The club is spending that money. 800 million is getting spent, regardless of whether it's Arteta or somebody else.
And that's why we criticize the clubs. However, on the flip side, we criticize the manager because this is a squad that you built. You wanted these players, and you have failed miserably. How have you spent 700, 800 million and have no trophy to show for it? And you have the cheek to be talking about the squad is short. You have the cheek to be blaming footballs. You have the cheek to say, you're like this one, Vega. You know what he said? I don't know if I can win trophies with Arsenal. That's what he said. That's what your guy said. All right, let me find it.
That cannot be the clip.
He said it. Hey, someone drop me the clip.
That's AI.
No, it's not AI.
That's AI.
We're exposing your guy now. We're exposing your guy.
No. He's not saying I can't win trophies at Arsenal. No way.
I'm telling you, he said it. All right.
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna pull it up right now. I'm gonna pull it up.
Not believing it.
Of course, you don't want to believe it.
Is it a press conference? Is there a video?
Press conference? Yeah, I'm gonna find it because Lewis sent it to me. 1 second, let me try and find it. Yo, Lewis, if you're in the chat, let me know. One of the mods, Warrior J, find that. Because he said it after the Arsenal game. Of course. But now, again, this is the guy you wanted to defend for the past half an hour. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Why are you spinning it to where I'm trying to defend? I'm trying to break it down.
I'm trying to defend it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find it. Where did he send it?
He did not.
Hey, let me know. The same way he blamed. You seen him blame the football, right? You seen that as well when he blamed the football.
He said it.
The Carabao Cup fall is different.
It's different. He said the football is different.
It flies different. Yeah, it flies different.
I remember. You remember the seamless? I think it was World Cup where they kind of had the seamless football, like the stitches were different. Oh damn! What World Cup was that?
Oh, here it is.
But I've heard them talk about the flight of the ball being different. I'm not mad at that.
Sure, but they reached the Carabao Cup. What was it? The Carabao Cup semi-final, correct? That Arsenal was in.
Mm-hmm.
So how many rounds before did Arsenal?
It would have been the quarters.
No, Carabao Cup semi-final. It's the semi-final again.
It's the semi that they're in now. Did he complain about playing against Newcastle, or was it before Newcastle?
No. He complained. He said the football was the reason we lost the game. I'm paraphrasing, but along the line, it flies different.
The man said the ball flies different.
So how come? So wait. So I'm asking you. You don't go straight into a Carabao Cup semi-final. You play games beforehand, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, so they would have played a quarterfinal, correct? They would have played a 4th round and a 3rd round, correct?
Yeah.
So how come the football wasn't a problem then?
I don't know. Maybe it's
because they use the same football.
I don't know. Listen,
Oh, okay.
this is a manager. This is a manager that's learning on the fly. If any I'm not mad at any Arsenal fan saying that they don't think that they can win with Arteta. He's going to leave your club and he's going to win elsewhere. He's a novice. He's learning, and I can recognize what he's adding, because listen, he fell short because a lot of it came down to maybe too much of a reliance on Saliba. What does this manager do? Goes out and gets more defenders. What does this manager do? Now leads the league, or sorry, goes down to the final day versus crashing out a little sooner, but goes down to the final day, loses by 2 points. This season happens to be a lot of injuries, in my opinion. You want to point out it's only one injury, but I think he's had a series of injuries throughout the season because Odegaard was missing for a spell. Obviously, he had no Timber, he had no Calafiori. He's now have no Saka, which is huge in my opinion. If he were to fall short, he, I think, is either the third best paid manager in the world.
He's the second best paid best manager in the world. But going 5 years without a trophy is cool, according to some. Someone find me the video of this because he did say this.
But flawless, I don't think he was paid the best from day one. I think he was.
This is the contract.
Yeah, he got re-upped because of what they saw him do versus the likes of a Klopp, outperforming a Liverpool with the spine that they have and all that. And in my opinion, the reason why Liverpool are outperforming Arsenal and Arteta is because they went out and got a manager with new ideas. Now, Arsenal, I'm not mad at Arsenal if they say, you know what, we need a manager with new ideas. We need a manager, and we don't necessarily need to go out and get other players, because we've seen no new players. Oh, I guess Chiesa is a new player, but no new players, new manager. Look at the bounce that they got. Look at the results that they have. So I'm just saying, Arteta, if Arsenal happen to let you go out and win elsewhere.
Yeah, man, we going to win big trophies. I don't know, man. That's what you want to hear from your manager, man. Don't know if they can win.
Are we going to win big trophies? He must mean this year, not as an Arsenal manager. He just means
you don't throw in the. It's like when you if you cheating on your missus and she catches you red-handed, deny everything. What are we talking about here? You don't ever concede. But you've seen the Chris Rock. You've watched Chris Rock when he's like, women don't care about it. They can catch you red-handed. They have all the evidence. They just want the confession. You never confess. What are we doing?
Great special, by the way.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Chris Wright happens to be right. If you listen, I don't condone it myself, but if you happen to get caught, it's deny.
Yeah.
Now,
men don't cheat. Yeah, I'm saying.
Fact. Now, Arteta should never say he doesn't know whether he's going to win big trophies or not. And for the record, as much as Flawless wants to keep pushing this propaganda,
what's the propaganda?
Arteta's not my guy. Ten Hag is not my guy.
What's the propaganda?
I have only one manager, and that's Pep.
Propaganda? It's not propaganda.
You keep throwing it out to the audience on about defend your. It's not about defending. It's about bringing another side to the conversation. I don't do devil's advocate. I'm an advocate for God. But if it's a conversation on what are you going to judge? Are you going to be judging this manager based off of circumstances with the other players that he's got to deal with? You're going to judge this manager based off of some of the players that aren't of quality to other squads. Yeah, trust me.
It's not a propaganda and a narrative. It's facts. He'll defend these guys 100%.
No, I bring up a different side to things.
No, you defend these guys, man. Only you would defend someone who's been there 5 years, spent 800 million, no trophies to show for him, and say he should keep his job. Nowhere else could you, in any other profession, could you fail for 5 years at the head of and keep your job. No. But Arsenal fans will still back it, and as a Manchester United fan, I love it. Because I knew this was going to happen. So I love it. Shout out to Jimmy Spliff. He said it. Arteta is the Arsenal the only fan base. Their manager will fail.
To go to Real Madrid. I need that. I need Arteta to go to Real Madrid and see you.
Would never hire him.
And see you squirm and struggle in, what is it, in March? In March when he became a Real Madrid fan.
They would never hire him. He would never hire him.
All right, let's see Ancelotti get slapped up by 5 goals and see what happens.
It's not a narrative. He thinks that he should keep his job. That's a fact. You think Arteta should keep his job right now, correct? You don't think he should be sacked right now?
You think You think you should fire the manager right now?
No, I'm asking you the question.
I don't think the
Answering
manager should be fired right now. Why?
So to Yash, how's it a narrative when it's facts?
No, but that's different than you saying I'm backing the guy or he's my guy.
You are backing him.
I'm not flawless. I don't think
I've never heard you call for a manager's head.
What do you mean? If
You've never called just in general. You never called for a manager's head.
But which managers are we talking about?
Any. I'm saying any in general.
But with regards to conversation, when Potter wasn't showing that he was able to deliver, I said, yeah, it's time for Potter to move on.
Was this when the day they sacked him?
No. He had a very poor run. He showed that he couldn't really conduct himself with leadership in terms of the media, in terms of addressing.
Right now, but he believes Arsenal can. He also believes Arsenal can get Arsenal to a title. He does believe that. You believe that, correct?
I think he has the ability to get them to a title. Do I think he can do it this year? No, but at the same time, good looking out. My point is, if a manager fell short by 2 points, I see the ability. I see what. Hey, to your point, flawless. When you point out what Arsenal didn't have in terms of players, in terms of world-class players, not a world-class midfielder, I'm not then going to say that the manager isn't capable of winning a title when you see inefficiencies, you see deficiencies in how Arsenal built the team.
Build the team.
Yeah, he helped, but he didn't do it by himself. You have Edu.
Who advocated. So you telling me he didn't advocate for these players? This is what you're telling me.
Are you trying to tell me he didn't want more? Is that what you're trying to also say?
Yes, that's all. He said it in a press conference. Yes, he said, I don't want to strike.
Okay, so managers don't say the party line for the sake of the party line.
They do that to an extent.
I've heard
he has. You are right in that sense. But the point I'm making is he advocated for the players he signed. He advocated for Kai Havertz.
And he could still say, I want more.
You shouldn't advocate for Kai Havertz. Spend that money else.
Now you're doing too much.
What do you mean now? What Kai Havertz? Because wait. Is Kai Havertz good enough to lead you to a league title?
Flawless. If he wants Kai Havertz to be a part of the squad,
he
doesn't need to be the leader. Do you believe he doesn't need to be the lead attacker?
Do you believe he's good enough as the 9? Do you believe he's good enough as the 9?
He's good enough to be in your 9 rotation. Yes.
Okay, that's where we have a huge difference. That you think Kai Havertz is good enough to lead a league.
Hold on.
I'm not saying be the wait. I'm not saying be the main attacker. I'm talking about being a mainstay in the team, like being the focal point.
Flawless.
We move.
Kai Havertz does not need to be the majority starter at your 9, but he can be a part of that winning attack.
Oh, you know who you sound like? Yeah. You know who else? Squad player. You know who you sound like? Troops. He can be part of the attack. I agree with that.
Okay,
he's a squad player.
So what are we saying here?
Don't sign squad players when you need first teamers. You need a first teamer. You need a first choice 9. Why are you signing squad players? That
I'm sitting down and I'm telling Edu, listen, you can get me Kai Havertz, and you're also telling me that you're going to go in the market and get me another striker.
Even worse. Yeah, what's crazy? Even worse. He signed Havertz to play midfield, and then realized he was shocking, and then played him up top. He signed Havertz to play in midfield. That's what makes it even worse.
Wait. No, it actually makes it better. He signed this guy to play midfield. He's now adjusted to get a better tune out of this guy and put him up front. He still wants quality at the squad, flawless.
He was trying to be clever.
Oh, now he's trying to be clever.
Than he is.
He is a Pep disciple. He knows to make more out of less.
Why sign him? Because he wasn't good as a midfielder or a striker. What are we talking about?
The versatility of Kai Havertz.
He's not good. He's not good enough in either. You wouldn't want Kai Havertz at City. Stop it. You wouldn't sign him.
Kai Havertz cost me a Champions League.
You would not sign him at Manchester City.
It doesn't mean that he's not a quality player.
Yes, of course. Tell me a quality player that you don't want.
There's a lot of. I don't want Odegaard, and I think Odegaard's quality.
So you wouldn't take Odegaard right now? How highly do you rate Odegaard? You think he's better than Havertz?
I think he's better than Havertz.
Do you think Odegaard's world class?
No.
You think he's top class?
No.
Okay, then, so that goes to show how highly you rate him. Then you don't think he's top class. You think Havertz is top class?
No.
You think he's world class?
No.
That's the level you need to go and win league titles. What are we talking about here?
You can have non-elite, non-top class, non-world class at certain positions. You can have players that are going to come off the bench.
Name a Premier League side that had a 9 that wasn't top class.
Play.
Okay. Name a Premier League side that won a league title where the 9 wasn't at least top class. Don't worry, I'll wait.
Did Diego Costa win a Prem?
Yeah, and he's a top class striker.
He's a top class.
Yeah, absolutely. Diego Costa's top class. Absolutely. You don't rate Diego Costa?
I wouldn't put him top class. I wouldn't put him top class.
He's top class. 100%.
I can't even hate on Firmino because I know what he meant.
Because he's top class.
I know what he meant in terms of the mix. Top class 9, I would not put him a top class 9. But what he meant to that system,
he's a better version of Havertz. He does what Havertz does to a better level. And Costa's clearly top class. Firmino's top class.
Firmino, his importance to Liverpool, yes. Would I say I want that 9? No.
He fits your system better than Havertz when you were playing a false 9.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying.
Well, no, back to it. Don't bypass my question. No. Don't bypass my question. We gonna answer this shit. Name a Premier League side that had a 9 that wasn't at least top class. Don't worry, I'll wait.
I mentioned 2 players that I don't think are top class, but I mentioned.
Okay, do you think Havertz is better than Diego Costa?
No, I don't.
Okay, do you think Havertz is better than Firmino?
No, I don't.
Okay, so they're nowhere there. So they're not of the level of him. Go on, who else?
You think the only failure to Arsenal is because of Kai Havertz?
No, never said that.
Okay, so
if you really want to go for it, we can break it down and carry on.
No, I'm trying to. You know how we have these balanced conversations because you win this league. You win because you have good in attack, good in midfield, good in defense.
But right? I was telling you the start of this season, the start of last season, not start of last before because we weren't talking, why Arsenal would fail because they would fall short in these areas because they don't have enough quality. They don't have enough quality in the central midfield area. They don't have enough quality in the striking area, and they don't have enough quality in the dugout.
And I told you how dangerous they were. And how I still
dangerous hype. Did they win the league?
Not dangerous hype because
hype.
It's not dangerous
hype, man. You know what I'm saying? It's dangerous hype. They didn't win the league because of their lack of quality. If they had better quality, they beat Fulham home or away.
Every club falls short of winning the league because of lack of quality. They were 2 points off winning the league, flawless.
Yeah.
And across the board, I'm not going to look at all these players and say they were crap. That's why they fell short.
No one said they're crap.
Right. But Kai Havertz, what he meant to Arsenal, what he is, yes, he's not world class. Yes, he's not elite. But in terms of the system, what Arteta was able to make work because he's a Pep disciple and he made more with less.
What did he work for? What did it get?
Because again, you're going to come down. What did it work for?
What did it get them? It worked for what?
By 2 points.
What worked for them? What did it get them? Where did they finish in the league?
They finished second in the league.
What trophies did they win?
Are we going to keep repeating? They didn't win any trophies.
Okay, just to clarify. And what are they going to win this season?
They're not winning the season because of a series of things, not Kai Havertz not being top.
Kai Havertz? I didn't say it's just him. He's a part of it. There's many reasons, including your boy Mikel Arteta.
Okay, so this is also a manager that's improved over every season.
He has. I agree.
So this is also a manager that, in your belief, thinks that he's signing off and saying, "I have all that I want to win this Prem."
No, it's not. I'm talking about what.
So when I say
you don't sign Kai Havertz to try win a Premier League title,
so,
I don't know how much you don't
spend.
Kai Havertz. You don't spend
Kai Havertz 3 seasons ago. Yes. Is why they're failing now.
No, a part of it, yes, and he didn't sign him 3 seasons ago. It's 2 seasons ago. It was 2 seasons.
This is his second season. For
I think it's his second season on his third. Not just him spending 100 million on Declan Rice. That's also part of the reason. The right wing is used.
Wait. Now buying Declan Rice is a bad thing?
Again, hear what I said. For 100 million, yes. Declan Rice is a 100 million pound player. I think he's a good player, but 100 million.
Gone for? What should an English player have gone for then?
Why do you have to sign an English player?
No. Listen. For the player that they were going after.
Okay, let's kill this dead. Do you think Declan Rice is worth 100 million?
No, that's why City didn't get him. I don't think he was worth 100
Do you
million.
think
I
he's
also
been
didn't
up?
think Jack Grealish was worth 100 million.
Do
I
you
also
think he's been
don't
up?
think that Caicedo was worth 100 million.
Cool. So we're in agreement. We're not talking about Caicedo or Grealish. We're talking about
Yeah,
Declan
but
Rice.
that's the price of what the player was for.
So do you think it was a great deal for Arsenal?
Do I think he was an important player for Arsenal? Yes.
No.
The
Do you
price
think it was
is
a
the
good
price.
deal?
I'm not gonna sit here and say it was a great deal. 100 million is
Okay.
no.
So you're proving my point. So
No,
Declan
I'm not
Rice.
proving your point. That's what he cost.
Okay.
But he's a great addition to Arsenal. I would want Declan Rice over at City.
Yeah,
You would want Declan Rice over at United.
Nah, I'm good. Not at that price.
Not at that price. Flawless.
Not at that price. Okay. Again, you're not hearing what I'm saying.
You're the same club that got Anthony.
And Anthony's not worth 90 million
okay,
either.
But the player is what we're talking about. Declan Rice to Arsenal
he's not worth £100 million. How much clearer do I have to make this?
You don't need to make it any clearer. I'm in agreement.
All right, well, let's bypass that. Because you mentioned the reasons why. The fact that he signed his winger signings were Willian and Marquinhos, the fact that he signed Fabio Vieira, the fact that he signed Kai Havertz, the fact that he signed Rice, the fact that he signed Trossard, the fact that he signed Jesus, the fact that he signed Zinchenko, the fact that he signed Moreno, the fact that he signed Calafiori. Multiple reasons as to why he's not winning the league. Those players, how much money is it spent? The fact he spent 800 million and you
did he
still
sign Gabriel? Did he sign Saliba?
No, he didn't sign Saliba.
Timber? No. Did he sign Raya?
Yes. Cool.
So
you've had no. You've had 4 hits. How many losses have you had? You telling me he spent the money well? Is this what you're going to tell me?
No, I'm saying that
has Arteta spent the money well?
Arteta's not buying these players. I'm not going to have this conversation. Arteta's the manager.
He has no input.
No, I did not say he has no input, but he's not buying these players without. No, this is modern football. This is in time when Fergie made all the decisions and said, "This is what's happening. I have sign off on everything."
So why did you just mention Timber then? Why did you just mention Timber and Raya then?
Because we were having the conversations of the players that you're trying to say were good or bad. So I'm trying to mention the players that came in under Arteta that were good as well.
Okay, so Arteta does get some. So he takes no criticism for this piss poor team that they
now you're taking it to another extreme. I'm not saying that he gets no criticism. I'm saying, listen, Arteta is the manager. He is not the one scouting. He is not the one watching film. He's not the one assessing what their contract should be. He's saying, I want a certain profile of players.
No. He's co-signing these players. Stop it. He's co-signing these players. Stop it. So, unless you're telling me he's a puppet. Is he a puppet?
No, now you're trying to do another narrative.
No, I'm asking a question. Are you telling me he's a puppet?
You're framing it. Do I think Arteta is a puppet? No, he's a manager.
Okay, so he has input on these players coming in, correct?
Yes, every manager has input on the.
Okay, he has input, so we can criticize him. Wait. So we can.
You ask a question, and let me ask a question back because you're stacking these questions, and I'd like to keep this balance. If you're trying to say, does he have input? Yes. Does he say these are the players coming in? No, I don't want them, and players can come in whether he wants them or not. I believe yes, because the players are being brought in for the club, not just he says everything that he wants he gets. I don't think that's modern football. The same way Pep has players that come into the squad based off of profile. They don't always hit. That's modern football. He's not the one saying yay or nay to every signing. He's the one saying, I want this profile of player. You guys go out and make it happen. Does he get a Kai Havertz in attack and want more? I believe Arteta is saying.
Why did they sign Kai Havertz?
They signed Kai Havertz because he was a player.
Is Kai Havertz a good signing?
Last year, they would have
forget last year. Kai Havertz a good signing?
This is his career.
Is Kai Havertz a good signing? Did you think it was a good deal when they went to Chelsea and got him? Just yes or no. Did you look at that deal and go, deal?
I did not.
Thank you.
But can I
expand on it? That's all we needed to know.
What more can I cross-exam now? You asked your question. Can I cross-exam?
Go on, cross-exam. Go on. Right. Try worm your way out of this one. Go on.
No, there's no worming. So at the time of the signing, I didn't think Kai Havertz was a good deal for Arsenal.
Okay. Yes.
I did not see him deliver the amount of goals or be of impact the way he was for Arsenal until I saw it happen. And I was like, damn, he got a tune out.
Them 14 goals he got. Woo, cold. You know what I'm saying? What a return. What a return for 65 million.
I don't look at football as just GA.
You just said the goals. You just said the goals that you got.
No, I said the tune. I said I did not expect the tune that Arteta was going to get out of this player.
Cool. And what did that get them?
See, you keep coming back. We know that they didn't win the trophy,
but because they're not good enough
across the board, not just because
including him.
Okay, but flawless.
Including him, not just him, but including him. That's who we're talking about. If you want to talk about other players, that's fine. If you want to talk about Mikel Arteta, that's fine. I name multiple players who are not good enough. They've spent 800 million. It's been spent piss poor, and that's why they have the squad they have. This is why they'll fall short this season. This is why they fell short last season. This is why they fell short the season before.
No,
and as long as they keep Mikel Arteta, they will continue to fall short because he's not good enough. But hey, keep giving him years, man. Let him spend $1 billion, man. Let him spend $1 billion.
So you're gonna say he's not good enough to win anything. That's just a
major trophies. Major trophies. Can he win an FA Cup or League Cup? Yes. Can he win the major honors? No.
So
Premier League, Champions League, forget about it.
Okay, so can we understand this?
And big up to Sheik as well, been a member of the channel for 19 months, man. Big up. Says big up. This is a great show with a great panelist and flawless, this dickhead. Smash the likes and subscribe to both. Beta, why you defending Mikel? And I see you lot in the chat as well. To any Arsenal fans, hey, win something and it shuts me up. How about that? How about go win a Premier League or Champions League and I hold my hands up and go, hey, you know what? I called this wrong. Salute to Mikel Arteta. Salute to Arsenal. Salute to those players. You lot did the business. Me and Martin had this debate many a time on Don Hassam's channel. People are like, oh, you just hating. I state facts. You lot just don't like it. That's the facts of the matter. You lot fell short because you're not good enough. Your manager's not good enough. Your squad's not good enough. Your first 11's not good enough. And this is why you'll fall short this season. And you'll have Veta and other Arsenal fans, even though he's a City fan, who will continue to defend it. Please do. Please do. So I can continue to crash on you lot. No, it's been 4 years. So yeah, carry on.
The difference is defending a manager and team that are capable of winning the Prem versus saying a manager and team are incapable of winning the Prem. That's why we keep going back and forth, because you're saying he hasn't won it, therefore he's not capable of winning it. I'm trying to say that we've seen enough quality of players, of manager falling 2 points short to say that they are capable of winning a Prem. So you try to say it. I'm defending. I'm pointing out.
You think he's capable? How much? Mo says Timber was injured the entire season. That's why we fell short. Flawless. So one player cost you the league. Okay, Mo. Well done, man. Big up. One player cost you the league. All right, cool. One player, you know. One player.
One player, 2 points short. Incapable of winning a Prem. Manager not good enough of winning a Prem.
Incapable. Yes, not good enough. Because I stand on that. How many years does he get before you agree with me?
How many years does he get?
How many years? Let's say he stays for the next 5 years at Arsenal. Well, let's say he's there 10 years and he still doesn't win the league.
Depends on how a season plays out, Flawless.
Okay, let's say he has a couple. Let's say he has a couple more run-ins where he's close and he falls short. Other seasons he's like third, fourth, way off it. Then what? So he can go 10. He can go 10 years without the league title, and you're still going to sit there and say he's capable.
If Arteta falls short from winning the Prem, a couple points short, and he has an FSG type transfer window, they don't give him any backing. You might be different, but I'm not going to go like, Arteta, you're crap, get out the door. I'm not going to say, Arteta, you're not capable of winning a Prem because your club didn't give you players and you fell short a season.
Common sense say exactly. This is why Arsenal will never win anything major. Laughing my ass off. They got fans blaming one injury for not winning anything. Man, blame Timber, a player he hadn't seen play before. A player who
that comment did not say the sole reason why they didn't win a Prem was because Timber was injured.
Okay,
you added all of that. That comment said that Timber was out for an entire season. Part of the context for why they fell short last season. 2 points short, by the way.
All right, cool.
That comment did not say
that Timber was injured the entire season. That's why they fell short.
Flawless. That's going back to your comment about Timber. Oh, that's only one player. He's not saying it's not solely the reason.
So you need to elaborate then. That's how I read that.
Okay.
What are we talking about? Hey, Mo, if you're still in the chat, elaborate on this.
Come on, Flawless.
Because no, what do you mean? Come on, because that's the way common sense is.
You know, an Arsenal fan's not going to say the only reason why they didn't win.
No, they will. They will, because I've got, you know why? Because I've got Arsenal fans who told me Rob Holding was the reason, Saliba was the reason they lost the league when he got injured. So what are we talking about? What are we on about? About our Arsenal fan wouldn't tell? Yes, they would, because they make excuse after excuse after excuse, rather than just say, hey, you know what? My manager's not good enough. Oh, God forbid, an illogical and nonsensical Arsenal fan actually holds their manager accountable.
So
what are we talking about, man?
So do you think that after Klopp won the Prem, that he was no longer capable of winning the Prem because he didn't win it again?
No, he was capable because you showed me previously you're capable.
So because he did it once and was never able to do it again, he won it in a COVID season. Never able to do it again, head to head. Never able to
just to clarify, they didn't win it in the COVID. They were far ahead.
No, they won it in the COVID season.
No. Let me clarify. They were far ahead. COVID hit, and then they won it
in the COVID season. I'm just the same way you like to bring back.
You said it. No. I want my apologies for this. We had to rely on shit players like Zinni and Kiri or Flawless. If Timber is there the entire season, we don't drop as many points. Zinchenko alone cost us a few points. So that's exactly what he's saying. That's exactly how I read it. Is exactly what it is. Go and defend your guy. Don't worry, I'll wait.
Well, Mo, I don't read the comments. No. Hold, before you start applying me to defend another guy, I don't read the comments. I didn't think. No, listen.
You see me put it up. You see me put his original comment on the screen.
Yeah, I saw the comment put up. I don't read the comments, but I saw you gave that one comment up, and I
gave him credit. What are we talking about?
I thought that this man was going to speak on additional things within the season, not solely on Timber.
I've spoken to enough Arsenal fans to know. That's why I speak to a lot of Arsenal fans. I talk to a lot of Arsenal fans in chats. I talk to a lot of Arsenal fans in here. I have Arsenal fans who I know in real life. I know when I'm talking to a sensible one and I'm not. Hear what he said. Timber's the sole reason why Arsenal didn't win the league. And he said, look at this, Zinni and Kiriar, they had to rely on shit players. Who signed Zinni and Kiriar?
Okay. All right. So this is what we're gonna do now.
Okay. So I brought my apologies. So that's what he did.
Yeah. Mo cleared it up. I was going off of one comment.
No, Vea, because even though you're a gaslighter, you're a very clever individual. Don't give Arsenal fans the same, like the nonsensical Arsenal fans benefit.
I believe I'm meeting Mo for the first time.
This is what man was trying to
meeting Mo for the first time.
No. This is the first time meeting Mo as well. He had the cheek to call me deluded and said this. Who's deluded?
Maybe Mo's trying to wind you up. But I'm gonna say this. If we're gonna go off of this manager, these players, then is this what you're going to be doing to your now my manager, as you refer to Amarin?
You know the answer to that, of course.
So every January on,
yes,
every signing he's co-signed.
Yes.
All right.
Of course. And
let me also do this. Every player that doesn't get sold, he's co-signing. He wants to keep them. Every player that doesn't get sold, he wants to keep.
No, because you can indicate, because a player can still be at your club, but it's clear that you don't want them at the club. Like Marcus Rashford is still a Manchester United player. It's clear as day our manager doesn't want Marcus Rashford. He can do no more.
So if he plays if Marcus doesn't
if let's say Rashford stays and he plays him, you know who I'm blaming? Amarim. You don't have to play him. Because you know what happened? You dropped Marcus Rashford from the squad when we beat you up. And guess And guess what happened the next day? I want to leave.
Yes, but Flawless. This manager is on the training pitch. This manager is going to be looking at players as they train, as they perform, as they compete.
Absolutely.
He may have to make a decision within a week or a couple of weeks and be like, you know what? I need him playing because he's better than what I currently have.
Indeed, who playing?
A Rashford or whoever he may drop and want to bring back in.
If you go back on your laurels, that's on you. I'm going to criticize you for that.
But that's not. Why would it be going back on your laurels when you're a manager wants to play the best available players?
And you've decided, why all of a sudden is Rashford the best available player?
Because players have dropped in form, or he's showing to be better. He shows to be playing better at the time.
Again, no, I'm not having it. No.
Okay. All right. Wow.
Not when you've given him a chance. But to your point, back to your original point, I answer the question again. Yes, I am looking at any player that walks through the door that is co-signed by Amorim.
Okay.
If you've been here 5 years and you won't get to 5 years and 800 million spent here with that football and no trophies, are you crazy? Close to a bill over half a decade. A man is still talking about the squad being short. All right. Saying, all right. Okay. Exactly. If you go back on your decision and the decision you went back on, better work, that too, but you've already established, hey, Rashford ain't good enough. As we all know, Rashford ain't good enough.
Rashford was once good enough, and that form can return. If a manager chooses to bring them in because
you can rely on someone who's been here, who's been in the Premier League 10 years and don't have 100 goals. I'd rather not. But here we are. That's where we're different. Wow. Yeah, I know. When it gets real funky when facts start getting thrown around.
No, okay. I respect football flawless because once you've done something wrong, he's not forgetting about it. But in sport,
I don't. No. I forgive mistakes. I don't forgive monumental fuck-ups. There's a difference. I forgive mistakes and errors. Fergie made plenty of them. All my favorites at Manchester United made plenty of them.
Yeah,
had bad games, missed chances. Yeah, that's the point I'm making. I'll forgive mistakes. What I won't forgive is lack of effort. I've watched him do this. Your lack of skill is one thing, but your lack of will is another thing.
Right.
I've watched you with my own eyes not try.
Yes, but if you watch him come back and he tries for an entire 90 minutes.
I'm not with that. No.
Yeah, okay. That's what I'm saying. I get it.
That's a non-negotiable.
I get it. Once you've written him off, he's written off. I get it. I'm
non-negotiable. And you've had ample time in terms of skill. You've had ample time being here. And you said you want to leave yourself. He said it.
Yeah, he's been in terrible conditions, flawless.
He said, I'm ready.
United hasn't been a nice place to be at.
No. He's contributed to that too.
So at times when the manager, because the buck stops with the manager, right? At times when the manager has been crap, been poor, should have been sacked from time, and he's got to work in that environment. If he happens to quote unquote down tools with a manager like that, I think it's
down tools by 8 point. But hey, do you know what? Managers backing you is why a lot of them lost their jobs. But hey, we move. Because every manager that's backed you is currently unemployed. Just saying.
Oh my God.
When facts that, tell me I'm lying. Every manager that's backed you and said, this is my guy, I'm playing you regardless.
What manager has he not backed?
No. I said every manager who's backed him and said, you're my guy is now currently unemployed.
Okay. Do you think there's a correlation with them backing him or the fact that the quality of managers that you've gotten?
I think it's both, because a quality manager doesn't back Marcus Rashford.
Who else have these quality managers also backed in addition to Rashford? Rashford isn't the only common denominator here.
Oh, no. But I've noticed my manager has weeded them out very, very quickly. He's figured this shit out because he said the first press conference he did after the game. I'm paraphrasing, but he didn't say it, but he speaks Portuguese. So
Rashford is guilty of being the longest standing player there. That's the only thing.
Cool. All right, cool. You are defending Rashford. It makes sense. You like defending. For some reason, you know what Cat Williams said to for someone who's so intelligent and like wins in his channel and wins in his life, you have an unhealthy attachment to losers. But we move. But
Rashford's a loser.
In regards to when it comes to the top level of sports, yes.
And that's thanks to who? That's thanks to United, not Rashford.
It's both.
No, it's not both. Is he not an academy player?
Yeah. What's your point?
You guys made him, not the other way around.
Okay, and we make academy players
You
thousands of
made this
thousands.
loser. He came through your academy as a
No, when
youngster.
I say
You
loser,
made
I'm
him.
talking about good enough to go to the highest level. That's not a
Next
shot.
to
That's
you.
just him.
That's the fault of the United system.
No, there's very few players. How many of our academy graduates get to the top? How many of your academy graduates get to the top?
Plenty. We've
There isn't
pollinated
plenty. How many? No. When I say
league.
get to the top, I'm talking about the creme de la creme, league
Like
titles,
playing for a Prem
Champions Leagues.
team.
No,
What's getting to
because our academy team, academy does that easy. We got plenty of academy graduates running around in the Premier League and the Champions League. If you look at it, there won't be any. Alanga's one, for example. He's an academy graduate. Garnacho, Rashford. If I Google it now, there's loads.
Okay.
In terms of
is that considered failure or not? What do we?
No, in terms of where Manchester United are trying to go to, yes. Can Rashford be a Premier League footballer? Absolutely. Can he perform in a top 5 league?
You called him a loser. That's what I'm saying.
When I call him a loser in terms of where Manchester United are aiming to go, we are trying to compete and win Premier Leagues and Champions League. Marcus Rashford is not of that level. As most players are. Let me just clarify.
Marcus Rashford was once at that level. He is no longer there because of United.
He had a purple patch.
Oh,
that's what he did. Like you said with Gravenberch, he had a purple patch. But the point I'm making is
this is not even one season yet for
I know, but if he carries on, it's the same. Like Rashford will do this. He'll have a great 6
You think
months.
Rashford only gave you one good season?
2, to be honest. 2. The 2 seasons where he scored 17 league goals. This is why he's been here 10 years and hasn't got 100 league goals. But back to the point I'm making anyway. When I say loser, I'm talking about in regards to the level we're trying to go to. The level we're trying to go to is Premier League and Champions League. He's not of that level. That's not shot. Most players aren't.
You think Ahmad's going to have a better United career than Rashford?
Yeah, because he's a better player. And like you've mentioned the circumstances, I already think he's in a better circumstance because he was in a terrible circumstance because the last guy wanted to sell him.
Yeah, Ahmad crashes out and doesn't even survive what Rashford had to survive.
Maybe not.
And this is the balance. When you say I'm defending everybody, this is the balance that I kind of give. I'm chilling. I'm sitting on my porch and I'm watching across the street.
Maybe he doesn't actually. Now I think he does.
What's United doing? I'm seeing you guys kill someone.
I think Diallo does better. If you give Diallo the same opportunity, I think he does better because he has a better mentality. He's better and he's technically better. But hey, we move.
Yo, it's prayer time, man. It's prayer time. Yo,
you
people
go to the gaslighting gods, man. Go on, let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up. Sky
people in the chat, listen.
Out here defending a manager 5 years deep, 800 million spent, but it's not that bad. They should keep him. Yeah,
we go back and forth because we see things differently, but it's always football. Nah, y'all can find me Vader Games TV on YouTube. Am I doing a show tomorrow? I'm doing a show tomorrow.
Make sure you do a show tomorrow.
I gotta do a show tomorrow. Please look out for that notification. Sub to the channel. When I hit 1,000 subs, I'm gonna do something special. You'll learn a lot more about Vader Games. And then what I want to point out, we talked drop points, we talked what Pep's got to do. We didn't even talk transfer rumors, but I'm happy
with players you signed because we don't know anything about him.
I like
if you
it
want
that
to
way.
talk about it, we would. Yeah.
No, I like it that way. I just want things. I want things signed off. I want the here we go. I want the kit held up. I want the signatures, and then we'll get into it. We'll get into it.
Did we not get the here we go? I swear we got the here we go.
No, we got it. Here we go for one. But when we get the Omar Mamouche, when we get things done, we're future proofing. I'll talk about it next time we link up. We're dealing with things in the future. We're not no panic buys. No, we need to get top 4. Let's get these signings now. But I do have to break out everybody in the chat. You know what it is. Flawless and the narratives and the propaganda, me backing, me supporting, me protecting. It's none of that. I'm trying to give.
You think a manager who's currently under pressure shouldn't be sacked? I
don't think he should be sacked now.
Yeah, that's my
point. The season's not over.
Okay, that is my point.
Yeah.
So you think a manager who is currently under pressure should not be sacked right now?
Not right
should
now.
keep.
not mid-season.
I'm saying
Not when
he
he's
should be.
third in the league. Not when he's third in the
I'm
league.
saying despite where he's at, because
Yeah.
we're not going to get back into that. All I'm saying is you are in support of a manager who is currently under pressure, who people think should lose his job right now.
Yeah, I think you should.
Okay, so how are you not backing him if you're supporting him? That's backing him.
It's not backing him. I don't think there's.
So you're not in support.
You think there's? I don't believe that there's enough to sack him now.
Okay, that's where we different. Forget that.
Yeah,
he is currently under pressure. There is a lot of Arsenal fans that current. Okay, he's currently under pressure. There's a lot of Arsenal fans who want him gone right now.
Okay,
I hear why they want to have him gone right now.
Yeah,
you are currently saying he should not be sacked. That is support.
Okay. If I am supporting Arteta by saying he should not be sacked mid-season, I am supporting Arteta.
That's support because he's under pressure.
Yeah, he's under pressure.
He still
has a cup to play for.
Get all the reasons why.
Yeah, I don't think he should be sacked right now.
It's like you be in charge for something, and they're like, "Yo, Vega should get the chair," and I'm saying, "No, Vega shouldn't get the chair. I'm supporting you. That is me backing you."
Well, you may not necessarily be supporting me. You may be saying I need more evidence. I'm not making a decision, yay or nay. I want more evidence.
That's support.
So it's not
what
support.
More evidence you need more than 5 years of evidence.
Because the season's incomplete right now.
Oh,
and if the evidence was there flawless, he should have been fired before the season started.
You do not think he's going to win anything?
What I think is irrelevant. What he ends up doing this season is the evidence. If he should have been fired, then he should have been fired before the start of the season, not now midway through the season.
Stephen A. Smith, he should have been fired years ago. He should have been fired 3 years ago, 2 years ago, last year, this year, today, yesterday, Sunday.
Get the likes up, you bums.
Go.
Yo, bless up, man. Bless up.
Every time, man. Make sure you subscribe to this joke, man, Vega, man. Big up, Vega. I love every time, fam. Yeah, shout out to Vega, man. That's my guy. That's my guy, man, talking about propaganda. That is support. If you back someone who's under pressure, you are supporting them saying, hey, they shouldn't lose their job right now. But man just don't want to say it. I get it. And Yas keep saying this, it ain't no narrative. Where is the narrative? It's facts. You are in support of someone. What are we doing out here? What are we doing? There ain't no narrative. There ain't no narrative. What are we doing? What are we doing? See, I was literally Googling. It's definitely not big of Vega, but there's no narrative being formed. You are in support. If I say, hey, you know what? Amorim should keep his job. That's me supporting Amorim. If I say Arteta should keep his job or Pep should keep his job, that's me saying that's support. You are backing such and such because you think he's doing well enough right now to keep his job. But the man just don't want to come out on Front Street and say it because they know he ain't going to win nothing. Well, big up Vale. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. You already know the vibes. You know, absolute real ones, as always. Big up LB for the raid as well, man. Shit, shout out to LB, man. Shout out to LB. Much, much, much appreciated. Yeah, of course. Vale, my guy. So we always going to have healthy discussion. All the time. Vale, what would it take for you to believe that, you know what, for Arteta to be sacked? And they'd be like, you should be sacked, you know. Because Vega don't think Arteta is going to win anything this season. But yeah, he won't answer. You heard him say, it don't matter what I think. All right. Okay. All this because the manager's not good enough. And people are like, yo, why do you mention talk about Arsenal and did I love crashing on you lot? Because as bad as we are, we know we're bad. That's the key difference. As a Manchester United fan, I know where Manchester United are. I know how bad we are. Because Arsenal fans have this false sense of, I don't even know, of belief that you're going to do something. Everything's been done. You ain't winning the Premier League, ain't winning the Champions League, ain't winning the League Cup. You're not coming back in that and you're out the FA Cup. What are we talking about? What are we doing out here? What are we doing out here? And it's been 4 years, 166 days, 7 hours, 4 minutes, and 3 seconds since they last won a trophy. What are we doing? What are we doing out here? Want me to back this? Look, why spend this amount of money, you know? What are we talking about? Look at this. What's going on? Look at this. Look at this. 4 years, 166 days, 7 hours, 4 minutes, and 32 seconds since they last won a trophy. 800 million spent, and this is where you're at. All right. But he deserves to keep his job. Yeah, sure. We should have a countdown for the 5-year mark and have a party. You know what? That's a good idea. When will we reach the 5-year mark? Maths ain't my strong suit, A. Solomon. It's 166 days now, so when will the 5-year mark be? When is it? What is it? Well, it's like 200 plus days, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, it'll be a decade, and you still have people talking about, oh, that's why, you know what, they still need to back him. What's the Stephen A. Smith? What's that Stephen A. Smith count? What do you mean, in what sense? What do you mean? Oh, it's 6.5 months. So it's like June, July times. Remind me, Solomon, we will be there, people. Of course, you lot got Arsenal chatting the United City show because of Vieira and Arteta's his boy, so we got to defend him somehow. You got to continue to defend him. I think Spurs can win tomorrow. What do you think? Nah, it's got draw written all over it. Speaking of that, people, that's what we got coming up today on the Sarcasm City TV playback. We have the North London derby watch along, so it'll be Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspur. Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspur, North London derby. That's the playback. And then we got the recap for it. We have the recap, people. We have the recap. It'll be the Man United pod. I tell a lie, it won't be. It will be the Gunner Talk from the Arsenal pod talking that Tottenham Talk pod. That'll be the recap as well. Oh no, he was going off Prime. I'll send you the video if I can find it. Remind me tomorrow, actually, and I'll send you the video. He was going off about someone being fired, and he was like, he should have been fired years ago. He should have been fired 3 years ago, 2 years ago, this year, last year, Sunday, Monday, today. He should be gone. And it's a damn shame that he is not. I think it's on my what's it called? I think it's on my Instagram. As a United fan, flawless. I'm happy if they want to keep him for how long they want. Fully with you, Prince Ahmed. Fully with you. No NBA streams today, A. Solomon. However, because I haven't done no NBA streams in the past 3-4 days, I'm going to double up. So from tomorrow, you'll get an NBA stream every single day, sometimes 2, to make up for the ones I've missed. So definitely. But yeah, again, love to everyone that's locked in. Please run up the likes. Big up LB for the raid. Big up Saeed for the raid. Northside for the raid. Casually FC for the raid. If I forgot one person who raided, I really sincerely do apologize. I do. Really well and truly do. Warrior J, I answer all of them on the solo Q&A. I do the solo Q&A on Thursday that I do. That you'll get. What time is it normally? Like 4:30. It's normally 4:30. But right, let me see who's live because we're going to redirect to someone. Hey, to Yash, who says, big up guys, was watching basketball, LOL. Get over to the playback, Yash, because we do NBA watch-alongs over there. I don't know if you have the NBA pass. If you have that, you can use it to sync up on the app with us. If not, I give out VIP passes so you can watch the game with us. And that's to anyone. Any NBA fans, get over to the Sarcasm City TV playback because I give out VIP passes and you can watch the game with us. And we also have watch-alongs over there as well. Let me drop it in the chat. Yep. Oh, there we go. Flawless extend the contract and increase his wages so we can't sign players too. I'm with you, Pops. And this is and big up to Canal. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Veta, my guy. So when you see us going back and forth, you know what it is. And this is the playback I was talking about. www.playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. That's www.playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. Or download the Playback app from your app store. So you get NBA watch-alongs, Premier League, Champions League, Europa League, UFC. There's a UFC card coming up on Saturday. Boxing, Formula One, gaming content, all over there, people. All on the Playback. So download the Playback app from your app store. Sign up for free. You create an account for free. And then you just click the follow button on Sarcasm City TV and run up the likes here, man. What are we doing? We're only at 122. And it's almost over a 3-hour stream. What are we doing? Hey, to Prince Ahmed, glad man could help you. He says, lit stream flawless, help me through my workout. Appreciate that, man. Whether you agreed with me, disagreed with me, agreed with Vader, or disagreed with Vader, I appreciate it, man. I do. And we're going to redirect to someone as well. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Oh, look. Let's see. We had hella raids, more raids than a trap house. It was mad. I think Alarm's still live. Let me check. Let's see who's live. Shit, is no one live? Let me know, people. If no one's live, I'm just going to send you to the next stream on there, to be honest. If no one is indeed live. Yeah, no one's live. Yeah. All right, I'm just going to send you lot to the United Arsenal show, which will be obviously the recap of the North London Derby, people. So I'm just going to send you lot over there. So yeah, man, big up. Love to everyone that has locked in. This has been the Mandem United podcast meets the Mandem City podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. And oh yeah, before I go, shit, I almost forgot. Anyone, because I know there's a lot of you in here. All the shows on the channel are available on all audio platforms. So Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc., man. So make sure, people, follow us on Spotify and 5-star us on that shit. That's what I need you lot to do, man. That's what I need you lot to do. Spotify, follow us, 5-star us. Same with iTunes, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud. But you may not want to use YouTube. You may not want to see our faces. Maybe you don't want YouTube using up all your data. Maybe you're on your workout. Let me just, you know what, put it in my pocket. Spotify. Cool. So big up. Love to everyone that's locked in again. Salute.